Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to a podcast will save this relationship.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, him. Very solemn episode. This
solemn?
one.
Solemn? You said solemn?
I
like
read it. I never heard it before.
Gollum? Gollum?
Yeah. On today's podcast, we talked about...
What the fuck is going on?
We talked about getting high on 420 and also watching...
We're not high currently.
Yeah, we're not high currently. Amazingly. But we talked about...
We watched The Owl House.
We watched the first season, about it. And we talked about Bluey for a little bit, and then we did our Reddit stories as per usual.
Broke ourselves.
Yeah,
with Reddit.
We took a break. I don't know if it's staying in, but we had a lunch break in the middle, and then after we ate, we got funny.
We did.
It'll be a miracle if this one goes out.
Yeah, who knows?
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts, and check us out on our Patreon, Buy Me Coffee at those websites /APWSTR.
Yeah.
Oh, and buy our coffee. Go check out the Palestine links down below, and our distributed computing links down below as well. Enjoy the show.
I swear, I just do this podcast for Palestine, just to talk about Palestine.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, that's the only good thing this podcast has ever done for anyone.
Yeah.
Except for all the times that people pay us money to say how good that the podcast is.
Maybe they'll like that we lost our damn minds.
Maybe. Probably not. Enjoy the show, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
What's up, Josh?
Yeah, high energy.
Welcome to my pod.
Oh, it's yours?
Mine.
Wow. Wow, you're taking reign of it finally? Not finally. I don't know why I said finally.
What the fuck is going on? Hold on.
Hostile energy in the studio. Yeah.
Confusing energy.
How you doing, Sarah?
What's up, gamers?
What's up? We don't know how to fucking do our jobs right now.
Welcome to our analysis of Bluey's The Sign and the first season of The Owl House.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
And subscribe and ring that goddamn bell.
You're excited.
I think it's really funny that we're two adults and the full episode, like the beginning part of it's
just gonna be dedicated to
children's TV shows.
Happy 421, everybody.
Yeah.
Yesterday was 420. I guess you know what? Yeah, let's start with a mature conversation of us getting high and watching children's television shows.
Yes.
I
really don't celebrate. We don't really celebrate 420.
No,
often.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah.
When we got together, neither of us had smoked a single marijuana.
Yeah, and then the devil's lettuce entrapped us in its vines as my brother-in-law got us into it, and
not even really.
Yeah, just like I don't even know what caused us to start taking edibles.
I started vaping CBD.
Yes,
because I was going through a lot of emotional distress.
This was when you were living. You were living by yourself. I think this was COVID, right?
I think it was just like I was like, there was a lot of it was pre-COVID. It was 2019.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
I was just going through a lot of stress, and I was like, I need a vice, man. I was just like being an idiot, and I was like, I gotta go vape, I guess.
Yeah. So you got vape. That's where you went. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, like you would have all these cartridges, like reusable ones.
I only had one.
Yeah, and I remember.
Yeah, and I
that one shitting the bed at some point. Yeah,
I don't even remember.
But yeah, so what got us into doing the edibles then? Like what?
On my 20-something birthday, on my birthday, the night before my birthday, my friend came over, gave me an edible, and I got way too high.
And you got fucking hooked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I was doing Bumble BFF, and then they were just using it to
sell weed.
And I was like, oh, okay, sure. And I bought weed from them.
Yeah. And then I remember that too. Yeah. Good times.
Started taking hella edibles. I think your mom, your brother-in-law got your mom into weed, really.
Probably, yeah.
Because he would bring over like brownies and stuff.
Yeah, and I remember that too. And then I think my family slowly got more and more into it, especially as it got like more legal and more medical. Yeah, so
medical marijuana.
Yeah, exactly. So interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we take because we've been taking edibles for like a while now
to go to sleep.
But yeah, I think the past few days was the first time we actually had it during the day.
Yeah, just because we could. And
solid.
also for a different reason that...
Well, that will come up soon. Y'all
Yeah.
see. Yeah. But
Yeah.
like fucking... Yeah. So I don't know. It's fucking... Yeah. I will say it was very interesting having that during the day. I took a microdose one as we watched The Owl House, and I don't really remember if it affected me that much.
You seemed perfectly fine. I took one that was like...
It's marketed to like keep you awake, like during the... Or like it's supposed to...
I did fall asleep.
You did fall asleep, yeah.
But that's, I think, just my body. Anytime THC interacts with my body, I fall asleep.
Well, also because like it was our weekend, and I think our bodies just fucking crashed.
I took so many fucking naps this weekend,
yeah, you did.
dude.
Yeah.
It's, I took a break from my concertas. My psych is like, don't take it on the weekends.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take hella edibles.
Yeah. I will say too, real quick, fucking we had an early weekend. You had an early weekend because and I'm gonna spoil something for our next Sarah versus Matt Damon. We tried watching one of them and it completely ruined our days.
It was really bad.
It was probably the worst viewing experience I've had in a while.
We literally were so pissed off at the movie that we turned it off halfway through, got in a car,
and went to the beach
at night and screamed at the ocean.
Yeah.
That was how bad that movie was.
Yeah. One of the perks of living in Florida is that you can always go to the beach at night and just look up at the stars and realize how alone you are. I think, watching that movie, I think, just ruined our bodies. and I was like, all right, I'm going to finish this editing gig I got, and I'm taking the next 2 days off, and I'm not doing anything. I will say, beyond that, though, good weekend.
Yeah.
I guess, where do you want to start with the cartoon shows? Because if we're still on the 420, the most recent thing we watched was The Owl House on 420 while fucking smoking the ganj.
Yeah.
And
not even that much ganj.
Yeah, like I didn't take that much. But okay, we've talked about Owl House before.
Yeah.
I think it's been 2 years since we've watched it, probably. I don't remember when it came out.
It feels like just yesterday that I was really into the Owl.
Which is why I'm kind of surprised. I was surprised when we got the coffee that was like, can you guys talk about the Owl House? Because I was like,
I thought we just did. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we talked about it like probably from the past year or two. Yeah.
It might have been offhanded. It might have not been a full segment, though.
Yeah. And I think I'm kind of happy that we went back to it, though, because I feel like there's a lot of shows that I watch one time and I'm like, it's a good show. And then I kind of move on with my life and I don't think about it more.
Yeah, it deserves another looking. It deserves it's really cool.
It's just a cool show.
Fucking cool.
And I think it's more interesting now watching the first season again after like getting into it and like hearing about all the drama behind the scenes of like Disney was like, it's not our brand, and it's like the best fucking show I can think Disney has ever produced.
Honestly, yeah. And what's crazy too is because we just watched the first season, and then we're gonna watch the next season, talk about it some other episode.
And I think we'll do the finale, the last 3 episodes in season 3 or whatever.
Yeah,
at some point. Yeah.
But so we just watched the first season, and like, because it got canceled near the end of the second season, I think. I don't know.
I don't remember specifically, but I think it was like I think they did their second season and it got like, I think they shortened the third season or gave them the 3
they were going to get a
whatever.
Third season. That was going to be the end, and then it ended up being like 3 specials or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And
it's really fucked, honestly, now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's a super weird, like, constantly changing.
Like,
yeah, because I remember being on Twitter during that time. There was a lot of like Owl House stan discourse about what was going on behind the scenes, and like it really was like any day you could wake up and Owl House would be like, oh, it's canceled, we're not getting another season.
Yeah, there's like, kind of a few parallels I want to kind of go with this. I think I'm thinking about it more. I think the Office parallel here is like in the same way that like in the early 2010s, like Community was always on the verge of being canceled despite it being a critical darling, and like something that I never understand, and I know how it kind of works is the Nielsen rating systems, because that's what fucked over Community.
Yeah,
because I remember in the in season 6, the finale of Community, there's that Dan monologue where it's like, put your show on the internet and you realize hundreds of millions were watching all along.
Yeah,
and it's like you look at like the stats on Wikipedia, it's like, oh, only 1 million people watched it, and it's like, what? How's that possible when you have this huge fan base? Yeah. And I think that's why I think it's more baffling that like the Owl House kind of expanded out beyond like a Disney core audience.
Yeah.
And Disney was like, no, no,
No, it can't
Bob
be that big.
Iger was
Fuck
like,
that.
fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well, it's like it's just a baffling, constant butting heads of creatives and like marketers.
Yeah, and execs and like,
and it's not even like, oh, the men in the suits are bad people. Like, for sure they are in an anti-capitalist communist way, but I mean like literally interpersonal relationships. They're probably fine people,
but the way that they're running their business is like,
it just ends up in like, it's crazy. It's weird.
It'd be like, I don't know, like changing your name from HBO Max to Max.
Yeah, just like a baffling decision.
20 movies that are in production and just writing them off as a loss, even though everyone loved those movies.
I don't know, and we know criminally little about why it was canceled.
I do think though, like, it's fascinating to me. I think from a like, I don't know. I feel like it's always the most fascinating media that gets shat on by execs and like people that run networks. Super
crazy.
Because like I was watching an H-Bomber video about both the Fallout games that he covered. He covered Fallout 3 and New Vegas. And the first sentence in both of those videos is that Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 are some of the best RPGs ever made. So naturally the studios went bankrupt. And he started, I think, a video on Deus Ex, like, the same way. So, like, it's always the same story of, like, fucking a show's really good or a video game's really good, and it just gets canceled for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a fascinating, something that always, okay, because I come from a film background, too, which is where my pseudo expertise comes in,
Yeah. I feel like this is a little different. Because it's animation, but
but like, and the same, I guess, like media industries, you know what I mean? Where it's like the idea of what every single person wants in a marketing or executive position is a widely approachable and spreadable show for the masses. And the Owl House to me is a very cool, fun show, not for the masses, but could be.
It really could be, though.
It could be, though, yeah.
Like, I feel like it's just, to say that it's not for the masses, you're propping up a fake idea of preteens and teenagers, which is that they're all basic Ugg boots, Taylor Swift,
fucking
Adele, white people. And it's
white
like,
toast,
no,
milk toast,
that's
fucking
not real. Like, those people are real, but they're not the overwhelming majority anymore.
Yeah.
Kids like weird things.
Yeah, for sure.
They like weird shit, and they want to see themselves, represented on TV.
They want to see a bird, pigeon, horse spit spiders out.
They do want that. They want that shit. They want to see stupid jokes about giraffes being assholes. Shit.
Maybe the Owl House is the best show Nickelodeon never made in that kind of way.
Yeah. It's like too cool for Disney.
Yeah.
It
cool. Feels like more. It feels like a Cartoon Network show stylized as a Disney show.
Yeah,
it's kind of how I feel. That I'm thinking about it, and I think the other parallel I want to make here is
there's a lot of information that we're missing that I don't know exactly correct, and there's a big audience for shit like this because the guy that made. I'm gonna really dig deep into my knowledge now, guys. Okay. Dana Terrace is the person that created the Owl House.
Yes.
Dana Terrace worked with like the people on like
Gravity Falls,
Gravity Falls, who worked with people on Adventure Time, including Rebecca Sugar, who worked on Steven Universe.
Yeah.
So they're all kind of in like a similar group. Now, I might have said a lot of things wrong in that sentence. You're gonna tell me. I know. I get it. But there's a big group of people that know exactly what has happened with these shows, and I do not want to piss them off.
No, I don't want to piss them off either, because also they got the most fucked of anyone here.
Yeah, I mean,
fans of these shows,
When Steven Universe was coming out, I was in a big a group chain with people because we were making a kids show at the time. Like me and a bunch of other high schoolers were doing this creative project because they were so inspired by the shows that they had as as teenagers. So they Steven Universe, Adventure Time, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That they all wanted to be animators, and I think they are still trying to do that. And
cool.
I was making the music for it, and I remember they would each be like, "Oh, new Steven Universe is out," and then they would run to the to the group chat to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I remember really enjoying what they were saying about it. And now, after watching Steven Universe like fucking 10 years later, looking back on what they were talking about, that was like a cultural moment for them. And it's not something to like laugh at or sneeze at, because it was like they were talking about like and then spoilers for Steven Universe, but Pink Diamond like turning out to be like Steven's mom turning out to be Pink Diamond.
Yeah.
And like them finding that out in the same episode, and also that Garnet is actually two people in a fusion.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
Yeah.
Two gems in a fusion, and they were finding that out and being like, oh my fucking god, and like the whole thing with Lapis and Jasper, and just these things that are like really beautiful ways to take a story and connect it to the people viewing it. And I think what we talk about with media also is the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like we're watching various shows from just whenever we watch them, you know, currently or in the past, and then we're talking about the message that it says to people and like how it connects with us, the audience.
Yeah.
And these shows got a lot of kids into this shit. And I think the Owl House, it was after my time.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of, I really like the message of like, you know, it's okay to be weird.
Yeah.
It's okay to like weird shit, and like the fan fiction aspect of it in the first episode.
Yeah, like all these little nods to like these little subcultures and niches that people kind of look down on, you know. And I will, it's I don't know, it's fascinating, I guess. Like it's
awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome that a teen, you know, if I was a teen and the Owl House was playing at that time, I would be really into the Owl House.
Yeah, same.
When I was a teen, I was like too cool for cartoons.
Same. Also, though,
though all my friends were really into cartoons.
Yeah, I don't know, because I remember like growing up, because I grew up around the time that fucking Rick and Morty came out. Like that was kind of, that's another thing too, is like the Adult Swim shows. I was thinking about this too. Like there's kind of a mass popularization. Like back then it was Rick and Morty. It looks like now it's happening with Smiling Friends too, which I'm totally fine with, by the way.
I think it's really funny because a bunch of girls, and not girls, I mean women, I'm sorry, are like really propping up Zach Psychic Pebbles as like they're trying to like baby girl Zach from Psychic Pebbles. Zach from Psychic Pebbles.
Yeah,
Zach Psychic Pebbles. And I'm like, just okay, you're gonna go watch Oni Plays now, and you're gonna hear the worst shit you've ever heard in your life.
You're about to
I can't wait for the like Zach Hadel is over party because of the insane shit that he said on Oni Plays.
God.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's fucking it's fucking crazy,
It's like people finding out that Joji is Filthy Frank.
Oh God, yeah. When they have that that psychic break, like
where you're like, wait a minute,
hold
what
on a second,
hell?
hold on.
So funny.
It's really good. Yeah.
God bless.
Okay, Owl House.
Yeah.
Sorry. Fuck.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ideas I think I have with this, I guess, in a retrospection, I guess, and I apologize if it's all over the place.
No, I want to know.
However, so I guess, okay, watching the show, too, it's fascinating, because also knowing where it ends up, like, something that is kind of, like, bittersweet is that it takes so much, like, time just to enjoy the characters and the setting, you know?
I love it. The first season,
I love it too,
like, you go back and they're just having fun. Like, everyone's just, like, chilling out. They're having fun in this magical world. And, like...
And it's a lot of stuff that I don't remember.
Yeah.
And, like, it coming back. And I think part of that, too, is because I think when season 2 happened, I think they realized... Oh fuck! We're gonna get canceled. We have to wrap up this story.
Do the story now,
so we can't do too many little wacky adventures.
Yeah, it gets really serious.
Which is, I kind of want to compare that in a way to Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated shows. I was thinking of that a lot when we were watching it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't realize that had happened with Avatar, but yeah, like when we were watching all of Avatar, we were like, season 2 and season 3, we're like,
oh my God! What? Yeah, we're digging deep now.
This sucks.
It's like a weird,
not like it's a bad show, but like the feeling of like,
oh God,
these kids are dealing with war and genocide. It sucks ass. I want to go back to the fun times.
Yeah, and it's like I'm remembering now. Oh, these are the fun times.
It's like eat your vegetables a little bit.
Yeah,
but it's a good show. It's really good. It's just like I don't know if I can cry every 30 minutes. for 8 hours. You know, fuck, shit.
I will say too, I'm kind of happy that like the show did air when it like and had like a weekly release, because I was thinking about this like with
the Owl House.
Yeah, with the Owl House. Yeah,
I watched it all through Disney Plus. There were a lot of people that had to wait for it to come on Disney Plus because they didn't have cable. So there's probably going to be 2 different types of people that are going to be like, no, that's not true, or yes, that is true.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I guess watching it here, there's a couple things that I noticed, and these aren't. I guess these are like minor things that I kind of noticed. Is like a lot of the early episodes are kind of similar in the plot, where it's like these two, like a teen lies about something or hides something from someone else, and there's a comeuppance about it. Like,
and then you learn a lesson about friendship.
Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's a good show.
It's a good show, yeah. But I think, like, I guess, like, watching them all back to back, it's a lot more noticeable than I think it would be on the week-to-week basis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what I'm talking about with that specifically.
Yeah, before it starts, and that's, I think, one of the bigger controversies is, like, when Disney was like, no, it just doesn't fit with our audience, they were saying, like, a serialized TV show, like cartoon show for kids, is not going to work. We want like an insulated 1 episode, different things a week.
And I think part of that too is like syndication and like, rewatchability,
Yeah.
Which is really fascinating, I guess. Like
it's a wonderful story.
Yeah.
Like just from a fantasy point of view, it's a great story.
Yeah.
And I love all the different, there's a lot of different digs that they make at Harry Potter. They're really funny, like the choosy hat,
and like the golden scarab or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, it's like, well, that just invalidated all of our efforts.
Because I like the little digs of like, this is all fucking bullshit. What the fuck? Why would you?
The hell?
Yeah.
Why would you fucking do this? This is a stupid idea. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. And I think I think it like really adds to the charm of the show. Like it's like meta humor,
It's the humor's so good, man. And you start out like, I remember trying to get you into the show when I was really into it.
Yeah.
Because I think I had shown you I think it was a Hootie where Hootie was like, I don't think we've gotten to it yet. I think it's in season 2 where Hootie and Lilith are gonna go they're gonna go to like King's where they found King, and Hootie is like trying to make himself from a big house into like a smaller backpacked house.
Oh yeah,
and they all watch him take himself apart off screen and put himself back into a house. So they're like so disgusted
and like freaked out.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm ready to go, and it's so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah,
there are a lot of really great. I think also the attention to detail and the continuity of jokes is really funny.
Yeah, I feel that.
Which I think is always great. Community does that. Arrested Development does that.
Yeah,
where you just kind of you set up these stupid things for jokes, but you still have them in the background later
going on. Yeah,
like how every school bell is animated and alive and gets hit in the head,
and then slowly it gets more screams. Like hurt from it, so that it has to ring a smaller bell at some point. Yeah. And I think really it spans like multiple episodes. Fucking I will say too, I really enjoy, and I didn't realize this maybe the first watch through. I think maybe because I was gaming when we first watched the show, because it was more casual, but like watching it and like all the little background jokes of like Alchemists Anonymous and like fucking all these little things that like they put into that's like more adult oriented,
Yeah, but they walk the line really
hard,
really well. Like
the fact that AITA has a gambling problem with Hex's Hold'em, like
yeah, she does, and then also her elixir is like kind of like actually not her elixir, because her elixir is more of like a interesting
medicinal
disability like metaphor.
Yeah,
like her curse, like making it so that she can't really like she's not at her full ability. It's like a really interesting disability metaphor that they do really well.
Yeah,
honestly, it's one of the better like representations of like showing someone being going through like realizing that they're disabled and they're not able to use their full power and not really wanting to like ask for help either is really interesting. But her apple juice or apple, whatever it is.
I think I know I can't remember right now.
She's addicted to like an apple juice thing.
Same. But fucking that I don't remember what it's called right now. But yeah, there's like
some sort of apple thing. She's obsessed with it, and it's kind of like played as like a alcohol or soda or like something where it's like she's just kind of like she gets drunk on it.
Yeah.
And she can't stop drinking it, but it's like in a way that isn't like in like a silly witch way, not in like I'm an abusive alcoholic person, you know. Which is hard to do in a kids show where you're not really normalizing abusiveness and alcoholism, but you're showing a silly I don't know.
That's good. It's good shit.
An adult relationship with a substance. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting, man.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Honestly, I don't even remember that in this season.
I don't know if it's in this season or next season.
I'm fucking jumping ahead then.
I'm sorry. I like this show.
This is supposed to be season 1.
Well, there's a lot of things in season 1 that I thought only happened in season 2. Like Grom. I thought Grom was in season 2. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's. I will say that's kind of like it's interesting, I guess, rewatching that. Yeah, it's like trying to figure out the pieces of where everything is/was, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I generally now that I'm thinking about it, and maybe it's only because I'm recording right now, I don't remember exactly where the show's going. I remember how it ends, but I don't remember the journey right now that takes place.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's interesting to me right now, because I know this next part is pretty much just going to be all story driven, pretty much.
Well, there's a lot of really good jokes though in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like my favorite relationships in the show, like Hootie and Lilith, how they're kind of becoming friends in season 2.
Yeah.
And King's whole
background and
story.
Yeah.
And sort of I really, really like the portrayal of Luce as like constantly being down on herself while being a very upbeat person. And you really see it a lot in the first season, too. Like, there's a lot of self-blame that she goes through that culminates in the end.
And a lot of guilt, yeah.
Lots of guilt.
Yeah, like leaving her family behind, leaving Earth behind.
Yeah, and not just that, but just like her friends getting into trouble, and then her blaming herself and only herself for that.
Yeah.
And, you know, they go into it in sort of, it's a really interesting kind of take on the fantasy trope of like, the hero that does everything, blah, blah, blah. And like a Superman, where Superman, he saves everyone, but also, is it not his fault that Lex Luthor is trying to kill him?
Yeah.
And sort of he has to take on this ultimate loneliness and guilt and blame because he's constantly getting people in trouble by just being the guy.
Yeah.
And like how stupid that is, essentially. And they kind of turn it on its head by being like, well, we're here too, and we're here to help you. Yeah. This is kind of selfish.
Yeah.
Like, this is a kind of selfish idea, and it's a stupid thing to tell people in fantasy. And it's sort of like a flip on the individualism side of it, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah.
Because like we're no longer really going, we can show a story where the individuals are going through their own turmoil, and we can solve their issues through the story while also having multiple of them going on at the same time. And teens and kids will know what's going on. Like it doesn't just have to be one guy and then there's like a side character that, you know, is two-dimensional, doesn't have anything going on.
Like it's played out so plainly for you to like I am bad guy, and that is good guy. And
Lois Lane, where she's just kind of getting picked up and dropped all day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, really, if she were real, she would be in a bunker constantly underground.
Every day. Yeah, we'd all be hiding from these crazy rich assholes.
Constantly dropping people in the sky. Yeah.
God, that's funny.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Or she'd make cement boots. I don't know.
Yeah.
She'd figure it out.
God.
Like, why does she have no agency at all? It's because it's
a two-dimensional.
What story are you trying to tell?
Yeah, I get that.
And I think this show does a really fucking good job of that. It's one of my favorite things. Oh, it's also just, I love how weird it is. Everybody's eating smaller versions of themselves. It's a constant joke, and I love it so much.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, this first season, like, I don't really have that many problems with it. Honestly,
no, that's great.
I think, I think there's a lot of. I don't know. It's I always want to champion like shows that have like charm and takes itself seriously enough, but not too seriously.
Yeah.
I think there's a fine line to toe with that, where it's like either you give too much of a shit and you look like an asshole, or like you don't give enough of a shit and you look like an asshole for a different reason.
The like, Family Guy line.
Yeah. The TM,
literally though,
trademark. I don't like. It's very. I don't know. I like the. I don't know. I like genuine, and I guess like we were talking about this recently about like the idea of like authenticity. You know. Like I want that. I want that in a show where it feels like the people that are making it enjoy it and they have a story to tell and they want to tell it and they'll do anything to tell it. Like
you can tell its authenticity is a big need right now because of how a lot of young people are being edgy and rebelling against it.
Yeah.
And I think that's very funny. I think, well, I mean, they're going to grow up and they're going to realize that being edgy is actually not a great thing. It doesn't make you cool, but I think about it a lot, and I think it's super cool that we see these like very emotional, very in touch with, your emotions and friendships and relationship based like communal stories being told.
Yeah.
I watched this is completely separate, but it's
cool.
it's still related. I watched a Joni Mitchell interview. Where they were asking her like, young people really like your music now. How does that feel, compared to the success you had when you made the music? And she was like, well, really, my music was like critically panned when it came out for being too intimate. And this newer generation. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No. Fuck you guys.
But think about like literally every other 60s,
shit. 70s, yeah. Oh shit. No, you're right.
Yeah, they wanted like other types of shit. And so she was like, yeah, it was panned for being too intimate. I was told it was too intimate, my music. And this newer generation, they're very in touch with their emotions, and they, it's really nice to see that they've
I guess like, not afraid of our emotions either, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's one of my favorite things about Gen Z is like, they are. They're very in touch with emotions and like are interested in learning about things and talking about like, oh, okay, what's my relationship with work? What's my relationship with, romance,
what are we all here
love?
For?
What am they have a moral compass and things like that. And like we're annoying, but we're so is everyone else. And it really made me rethink like how I interact with millennials and Gen Xers, because I do think millennials compared to Gen Xers are way more in touch with their emotions.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
I just think Gen Z are just, I mean, I don't know, more. Really, the generational labels are stupid.
Yeah, except for Gen Xers. Fuck them.
Fuck Gen Xers.
Fuck Gen Xers exclusively.
It's less of like when I talk with a Gen Xer now, and I talk about like my emotions as if it's like literally, I went to a psychiatrist, now I'm on Concerta, now I have a great time literally all the time. I was super depressed. I couldn't believe it's just like a pill and then it helps me. They get uncomfortable with themselves. And I can tell it's not really just about me. They're not like, this bitch is annoying. Can she leave?
Yeah.
They're like, they just don't, they think, oh God, now I think I have to talk about my emotions.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I've started realizing that they're just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like they don't do that shit. They don't do it.
Yeah. Also, and I guess like with the Owl House too, it kind of feels like a willingness to admit when you made a mistake or when you're wrong is very... I like that that's happening more and more in media. That like I think the idea, because first of all, something that I've always pissed me off about. I'm just thinking of that fucking that dumb motherfucker at the My Name Is Earl saying that like
what's her face? Yeah, you can't make
a character with flaws anymore because everyone's too woke or something.
You can't say
I don't remember exactly what it was.
You can't say you stole a car from a one-legged woman anymore because we're too woke.
And I'm like, no, that's not at all true.
No,
I think, and also
you absolutely could do
show
it.
definitely started a trend, not started, but was part of the growing trend of a man made mistakes.
Yes, and he wants
them.
Fix them, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay to do.
Also, like saying that My Name is Earl is the first show to do that.
It's not the first show, but
crazy. It's every sitcom
is that
essentially.
But I think My Name is Earl was the first, well, not the first one, but one of the main ones that just made it all like put it on a silver platter.
This
like
is the main part of the show.
Yeah. Hammer on head, you know.
I will say I do like that the way My Name is Earl like portrays like people from a poor background.
True. No,
in the South.
I agree with that.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I like having a show where it's like, oh, you know, these people, it's not everyone's just a racist piece of garbage.
Hick, yeah. You know?
Hick. They're actual people.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree with that, yeah. So I don't know, and I think like with the Owl House, to bring it back on topic, that I changed.
It's also the animation styles, because it does switch from like...
Yeah, I think that's also why I was thinking of like Avatar and Smiling Friends specifically. Like this, I like the idea of using a higher frame rate during and like using more fluid, smooth animation during the fighting sequences.
Oh, yeah.
And like not even like necessarily fighting sequences, but like moments of like real gravity and weight.
Yeah, it's like, a lot of like they kind of get into like an anime thing where like you're missing frames, and then you know it's like a more exaggerated like stance, you know?
Yeah, like during the season finale fight between Ida and the sister, where like it's the more fluid, and then like the twisting of the staff is like so good.
It's great.
And I think like I like the idea of mixing up animation styles and like using
it's intentional.
It's very when it's in an intentional way that makes sense, you know?
Like Smiling Friends, it makes sense too, because they're using it in a comedic way.
Yeah.
In a comedic kind of off-putting absurdist comedy way.
Yeah.
Where, you know, like fucking oogly goo or whatever, or not that ooh that guy.
Oh yeah,
where he's like a PS2.
Yeah, it actually makes sense for the plot. Yeah,
it makes sense for the plot, but it's like he's just like a weird fucking guy.
Yeah, and like I like the idea of like the cute little pig character being like traditionally like kind of cool cute little guy, but he's a monster. Yeah. Or no, I'm talking about in Owl House.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or is he not a pig? He's an elephant, right? The cute little elephant.
The guy that runs the stall?
The circus, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a pig.
He's a pig? Really?
Yeah, he's a pig.
That was an elephant.
Yes, he is a pig.
He's a pig? Really?
He's literally a pig.
Okay.
And then he's got like a little demon tail.
Oh, okay.
Little squiggly demon tail.
So yeah, okay, sorry, thank you. I appreciate you fact-checking me on that.
I thought you meant Pim from Smiling Friends, where he's animated differently than everyone else.
No, yeah.
Which I didn't notice the first time. Apparently he's fully like 2D Zelda animated.
Yeah.
And there's the bit where Pim shows up to save them from the witch.
Oh yeah,
he shows up and there was like an entire team just dedicated to Pim's animation.
That makes sense, yeah.
But the witch, she freaks out and she leaves, and it's obviously like in Photoshop, like sculpting a line of the way that she leaves.
Awesome.
It's so fucking funny.
Fuck yeah,
compared to each other, and like that's an intentional use of different types of animation.
But so I guess with like the character design is what I think I'm talking about with Owl House. So Tibbles, yeah, like him being overtly cute, like little guy.
Yeah.
And him being also being the most evil motherfucker that you can met.
That's
and then
awesome.
like the Bat Queen being drawn kind of like a scary, you know, like fucking.
Yeah, but she's just like a big mom.
Yeah, you know, like this. I like that juxtaposition. I think it works very well in Owl House.
Yeah,
like
they do it. They do a lot of like not everyone is as they seem, kind of.
Yeah, you know, like look a little deeper. Yeah,
yeah. Everyone has a reason for why they're there, which I think really goes into. It's backed up by the story, and it's also backed up by just the vibe of the show and the meaning of the show, which is that you shouldn't discount things on the way they look.
No, the meaning of the Owl House is you should fucking leave your mom and never talk to her ever again.
But I also really like how they portray like how Luce isn't like, you know, the original idea in the pilot is that her mom, she's too weird for school and her mom wants to send her away to like normal camp so that she can make friends, because her mom isn't like you shouldn't be yourself, but she's like, I'm worried that you're gonna be bullied and you're not gonna have any friends at school. And so she's like, oh, you know,
like she has the best interests, you know. At
she's
heart.
Not a bad mom at all.
Yeah,
but she's just worried about her kid. Yeah, maybe a little misguided, you know.
Yeah,
but it's also like kind of based in, I mean, reality is that, you know, fucking people are mean to weird people, dude.
Yeah, you know, and I think 90% of parents are trying their best, you know, and that, you know, like trying to protect their kid.
Yeah,
that's a high estimate.
But no, I mean, I agree. Yeah, you know, and I talk about it all the time, but since I'm not talking to my mom and have a harsh relationship with my parents, I think people assume that I'm just anti-parent, and that's not real at all. That's not true.
No, I'm anti-parent.
I appreciate Josh is, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'll be the anti-parent one because I still talk to them.
Josh is anti-alcohol and anti-parent.
Yeah, that's my two things. And that's what I get.
Yeah, I'm pro-parent and pro-alcohol. Every kid should drink alcohol.
Baby beer. No.
Embryonic beer.
Such a good way.
Idea is too good. I open a rip of the space-time continuum.
No, yeah, so I don't know. Fucking I don't know. It's just a good show.
It's really good.
Yeah. I like also in the first season they don't leave too many open questions. Yeah. No. I think they close a lot of things, like
the ending of the like where the to be continued 2-parter finale.
Yeah.
Where Luce comes, it's really like they don't I don't know how to say this. Like the tone of the show it's not a big like 90-degree turn, you know, from being happy to like being very serious, because there are serious moments throughout the show
for sure,
that kind of betray that this is actually going to be like a more serious show at some point.
Yeah.
And there are serious things going on underneath all the silliness. But like it's so when Ida is being petrified, the Emperor decides to petrify Ida, and Lilith is like, it was revealed that Lilith is the one that cursed Ida in the first place.
Yeah, because
of some misunderstanding of their fucking rivalry at school.
Yeah,
and she wanted to be a part of the Emperor's coven, and kind of like I wanted power, and I did anything that I could do to get it.
Yeah,
and I didn't realize that.
You didn't even need to do it, and you were being just an asshole
it's so fucked, man. And so she essentially like disabled her sister to get ahead in life.
Yeah.
God damn.
And what turned out to be for no reason also.
Yeah. And then lied to her for
ever,
Yeah, for like a really consistent amount. And then right when her sister's going to die, she turns around and is like, no, we're gonna save this shit.
Yeah.
And it's also like one of the biggest tests of Luce as a hero throughout the thing, because the entire first season is essentially Luce trying to learn how to become a hero.
Yeah.
And how to become a witch. And, you know, all the things that come with that. And it's super cool. It's just cool. It's cool as fuck.
It's a cool show, yeah.
It's just cool as shit, man.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
It's just cool as hell. It's great. If I had a teenager and they were into the Owl House, I would be like, that team is too cool for me.
Yeah.
The show that was too cool for Disney.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And by too cool, real quick, let's talk about how it's too gay. That's really what it is.
That's what makes it cool.
Yeah. I didn't realize that it was actually set up in the first season. I don't know why.
I think it's awesome.
I think it's great as hell. And it's like, oh, I see why Disney didn't like this.
Literally, though, it's got to be it. Like,
which is so fuck
it's
Disney.
So fucked, man.
Dude, honestly, like Disney in one breath being like, oh, in Star Wars we had the first gay characters, and it's
Shut
like
up.
2 extras that they just pulled off the set to make Kiss for an extra $20.
And this is my fucking Roman Empire, dude. Like the entire time while Disney was trying to prop itself up as some pro LGBTQ whatever, which it's genuinely not.
Yeah, for sure it isn't.
It's canceling shows like The Owl House
that actually has, a same-sex couple, and like, same gender couple, and they had also like them too, which is awesome.
They're
apparently
friends. They're friends throughout the first. Like it's fucking. They could have done the like whole like she's a bully and she's secretly gay or whatever. No, she ends up being friends.
Yeah,
they're friends for a little bit.
They do that pretty quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is also a critique on that stupid trope, which is that women hate each other.
Lovers and yeah.
Well, not enemies to lovers can be great. I'm just saying the like 2 teenage girls at school have to hate each other for whatever reason because of men.
Yeah,
stupid shit. But
as they all know, everything that women do is for men.
Yeah.
And
it's like, no, dude.
I'm Bob Iger and I approve that message.
That's really dumb. So yeah, then they end up being friends and it's cute as fuck. It's great.
Yeah. God.
It's good.
It's just good. Yeah.
It's just good. Fuck, man. I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah.
King is adorable.
King's adorable.
Favorite's always got to be Hootie. Always Hootie.
This is a Hootie house?
This is a Hootie house.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna crochet a Hootie body pillow.
Yeah, I don't know if I brought it up when we first talked about it, but the Metal Gear Solid Snake body pillow was a nice little touch.
That's awesome.
Like these little details I really enjoy.
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah. That's good shit.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
God, good show.
This is a good show.
It's a good, but it's too woke for me. Too woke for me. I want to watch a good conservative show. So we watched Bluey.
Oh, also,
yeah, sorry.
When you have a character speaking a different language, can you write out what the fuck they say in that language, please?
Yeah, Disney Plus is super fucking lazy with that. Like
she said, like literally, Luz said like, "Sí, mama,"
and then I just said, speaking Spanish.
You know what she said?
Yeah, type it out, please.
just type it. Just type
in
it
Spanish.
Yeah.
Yes, mother.
Yes, yeah. Or just the Spanish.
Yeah, just the Spanish.
I just want to know what the Spanish is, man.
Yeah, that's the thing too, and that's what I found that super weird because I know Disney also owns Hulu, and I don't know if it's just because like maybe Bones was done earlier, but like
they did that too, right?
No, they did it in Spanish and they typed out what the person was saying in Spanish. But also, yeah, and like maybe it's because Bones was there before Disney got bought out or bought Fox out and Hulu out and all that shit.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I know they use different like transcription companies.
That is true, yeah. But I just like it's so wild to see the different like I guess like standards. Like
when I did transcription for a little bit, and it's usually like when I did it, it was left up to the individual.
And that's fair. And I'm not expecting like all transcriptionists to know every language.
No, I mean,
but pay another person.
Yeah, pay someone. I mean, yeah, there's so many things that you can criticize.
You gotta save money.
I don't want to pay someone more money for being bilingual.
Yeah,
and like knowing things.
Why would I do that?
Why would I do that?
I want to pay someone
Disney
to know things.
Channel.
I'm Disney.
Why would I pay anyone more than minimum fucking wage? I'm Disney Channel.
Fuck Disney.
That's a good show. We're gonna watch season 2. I'm actually really excited.
I'm excited to watch season 2 this week too, and we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah. Anyway, now conservative time, Bluey.
Yeah, conservative. We did a woke show. Let's do a good Christian show that supports Donald Trump, and that's Bluey. Now, okay.
Dude, Northern Light had such a good take on Bluey. It was so funny. It's not a good take. He said that Bluey gives unreasonable expectations for parents. But he chose the episode where Bandit essentially is getting abused by his children.
Yeah.
Because he wants to keep up the playtime.
Yeah.
The imaginative playtime thing. And so they're like hopping on top of him and making him do things all day and like walking on all fours all day. And like, okay, yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah.
A dad shouldn't like put himself in like physical danger for his
harm
children's imagination.
There has to be a limit somewhere. Yeah.
I don't think Bluey's telling people to say that.
I think they're,
Such a funny idea, though. It's really funny.
Bluey told me I had to take care of my kids.
That's not what Northern Lights say it either. It's just a funny idea.
No, I get it.
A funny comedy joke.
I don't know. It's like, okay, so
yeah.
Why do Trumpers love Bluey? I don't get it.
I thought that was a fake.
I think it's real.
Okay.
I don't know why I think it's real.
Why would you think that's real?
Because I believe everything I see on the internet.
I know you do, honey.
Yeah.
That's just your Reddit stories pop off and then everyone criticizes us for falling for rage bait.
But okay, no, because like because like I know it's like it's not conservative. I know it isn't.
No, it's not.
Because the Daily Wire had to make their shitty version of it, you know? So I know it's like they're upset that a woman has a job.
Or whatever.
Yeah, and that there's 2 girls instead of 1 boy, 1 girl child. It's
and
not
it's not a
real
and
half a So okay, so I don't know. I think like it's interesting when I hear that because then I watch fucking Bluey and there's a whole 40-minute episode about them moving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is woke. This is like fucking
what? Okay, make the case for Bluey being woke.
Bluey being woke. Okay.
Go ahead. How is it woke? Different breeds of dogs.
That divorce exists in it. Your turn.
No fault divorce. I love it for the
breeding.
Okay, all right. I love it for the little Australian mannerisms that come through it because I think it's so fucking awesome. I don't know. Like the sign. Okay, so we're specifically talking about the sign.
I don't really. Yeah, because we talked about the whole series at other points in the show.
We haven't done like a full on, and honestly, I'm not gonna do it.
No,
I'm so sorry.
We watched this episode, I think, once, and I thought it's interesting to me.
Yeah,
there's a couple things I find interesting about it. One, I can't believe I fell for it. Spoilers for the sign, by the way, for Bluey.
Yeah, spoilers.
I don't know. For the one Bluey episode.
Yeah.
I felt stupid afterwards because I should have known they weren't gonna move.
Yeah.
Because how the fuck would they? But like, I'm also like, fuck you, Disney Plus, for advertising it like this big event of like, oh, what's gonna happen?
It is a big event. It's like a 30-minute episode.
Yeah, and like,
yeah.
I was thinking about it more. It's like, oh yeah, logistically, like they wouldn't change everything.
Are
for
you
this.
saying that Bluey is manipulative?
I think Bluey outsmarted me. I think that's what I'm saying. Which is worse.
Getting outsmarted by a children's show.
Yeah, a children's show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's. I'm now realizing I have nothing to say about this.
What?
But
that's crazy. I have a lot. I could go on.
Okay, yeah. Please save this episode, Sarah.
Yeah,
because...
sure. I think the sign is an interesting interpretation of how to teach kids to have faith without Jesus Christ.
Counter argument.
Yeah. I was like, let me say something so crazy that you gotta jump in and
counter
save this
argument.
episode.
I think this really teaches kids that writers are gods. And when you look up in the
that's
sky,
essentially what it is.
When your last shot of your fucking TV show is you pan up to the sky and you don't see the buddy Christ giving you a thumbs up and finger gun. And instead, it's the creators of Bluey and the writers of Bluey. It's that Dan Harmon bit.
Okay. Let me go through what happens.
Okay, yeah.
The healers are selling their house.
Yeah.
And there's some dogs that come in. They're
hosting a wedding.
They're hosting a wedding at their house, but they're also selling their house because Bandit has gotten a job in another city because it's going to be a better opportunity for the family.
Yeah.
What is going on?
He wants to support his kids and give them more money.
Doesn't want to move because kids don't like change really, and kids like stability, and it's hard on kids when you move a lot.
I can attest to that for sure.
I mean, I had to move from Atlanta to Orlando, and my mom specifically was like, "This is a good time to go because it's the end of elementary school, the beginning of middle school.
Yeah, and for me, it was every year almost in elementary school. I would move and go to a different place, and it was not fun.
No,
it does not feel fun. Yeah,
it sucks because kids, they want to see their friends every day at school, and they don't want to. You know,
there is a level of comfort and like stability you need. Yeah,
it's rough for kids to go through that, and
for sure.
It's interesting.
Juggling that idea of like you don't want to move, but also you think that this will be better for your kids because you might give them a better life in the long term. Yeah,
it's more of a narrative for the adults. This show, this specific episode.
Yeah,
like a lot of the other ones were like Bingo, like where they did the planets where Bingo is goes to the sun, which is her mom, and then like there's also the that episode where Bluey is talking to the French dog and sort of they meet up at the park and they have like a relationship kind of like a friendship between different languages and like stuff like that. The drawing one about creating and like it's a lot of like kid focused stuff, but this is a lot of like adult drama.
Weird,
and like how kids kind of deal with
a turmoil, I guess. So
change, which is really going back to like how like one of the better ways that Bluey deals with things. Like, and this has also happened earlier on in this season, like the episode where Bandit's upset about something and it's not really said what it is. And Bluey and Bingo, they talk about like themselves being upset and what they do as kids, where they take all the upset and angry, and then they throw it away, and at the end you can see Bandit throwing the upset and angry.
I think there's a lot of like
learning how to go through life through your kids, essentially. Which I think is wonderful.
I think it's good to have a children's show that both kids and parents can watch together, and the parents get something out of it.
Like a lot of
while still being entertaining to kids, because that's that core audience,
because like the first couple of seasons of Bluey was like, okay, these are parenting lessons that we've learned about like imaginary play, and like getting down on kids levels and like helping kids out with parenting, and it's a fun show. And then it's sort of got this reputation of it's parenting the parents too, and adults too. And it's more like adults are watching it and crying because they wanted their parents to say what
do this.
Chili and Bandit are saying to Bingo and Bluey. And so now I feel like in the later seasons, Bluey's kind of turned into like adults too. This is a lesson for adults as well. Which I think is fucking cool that they're able to do that.
Oh, for sure,
Like, I feel like every time I turn on Bluey, I'm like, what lesson are they going to teach me today?
So what am I going to learn today?
It's so good.
And like, and I guess like with this too, like the idea of like, this is why it's woke, is because the the man doesn't get his way.
Well, it's interesting, like the feminism and the
it's like it's weird, like so okay, the whole point of this like the adult lesson here is like
sometimes things will work out.
Sometimes it won't. It's all risk.
Really, you can't, if you take a risk or if you don't take a risk, it just kind of is depending on what you want or what And I mean, I think like in the show, Bluey is being taught by her like preschool teacher that like, sometimes things work out for the better. And sometimes you just have to trust that things are gonna eventually be okay. Which is an existential theory. The eternal return. Nietzsche's eternal return.
See, that's
where you go through life and you die and then you live your life all over again. Would you? Would you do that? Yes, you would, for the highs and the lows.
Exactly.
So when you tell depressed people that don't believe in God, hey, it's going to get better, it's essentially what you're doing. Eternal return. Look it up. It's really good. Saved me from killing myself. But literally, it's
there should be a suicide hotline that just teaches you Nietzsche.
Dude, the moment that we open up a Bluey episode and it starts out with the suicide hotline, I'm going to go crazy. I'm gonna go insane.
God, oh man. Because it's gonna be like that thing when like iCarly rebooted and it's for adults instead. It's now Bluey, but for adults.
Yeah, Bluey's a
they're gonna have a sadness hotline like in The Sims.
Bluey's a YouTuber and has a mental health crisis.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do. I can't go to the psych ward because my followers are gonna know.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, where is she's not streaming today?
Yeah, but okay, so like no, but like
dealing with fame.
Yeah, but the to bring it back to like the feminism aspect. So like the main conflict, I guess, revolves around. So there's 3 conflicts.
There's a lot. Yeah,
it's between Bluey installing the house.
Yeah,
Chili and Bandit, and wife and husbands.
Frisky and I don't remember his name. Rad.
Yeah, Rad. Probably, yeah, Raz.
Rad. Frisky and Rad are getting married,
but Rad's talking to his friends about like, oh yeah, after the marriage, we're fucking moving out.
We're moving.
Fuck this city. I found a better job.
Yeah, and but he hasn't told Frisky yet. Yeah, and he was gonna tell her after they got married.
Yeah.
So then Bandit's
entrapment.
So then essentially it's a weird concept to us as Americans, I think. Because we're both like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, why wouldn't you tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if I was like, I could move. Sorry, we gotta move to LA right now. Sorry.
If you told me we're moving tomorrow and I just have to go with you, I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And Frisky is also pissed because she's like, and she's essentially like this fucking misogynist. Like,
yeah, it's like, why was I not consulted on this?
Yeah,
what about my needs? Like,
and so she freaks out and she is gonna not go through with the wedding and is gonna break up with Rad and stuff. And Chili essentially is like, all right, we just have to find her and tell her that it's gonna be okay.
And in the process, has to bring the kids because the kids are gonna fucking tattle because they don't even know what's going on. Yeah.
And it's gonna cause like a big drama at the wedding, and so they want to not do that. And in the process of Chili telling Frisky, like, hey, listen, let's not, like, you don't know, it might be good for you. Like, let's think this through. Chili kind of realizes that she doesn't want to move either. And really, it's kind of, they're having a similar situation where Bandit wants to move for better opportunities.
Yeah.
And they've just been going along with it.
And she's reluctant about it because she doesn't want to move, but she does kind of get that it could be better for the kids.
Yeah. And Frisky's like, you're just doing it because your husband wants you to. And Chili says, no, I think it would be good too. I don't want to because, like,
Yeah, it's a complicated emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think any big decision that any person makes, you're going to have that where it's like, I know this is right now, it seems like a good thing, but I don't want to fucking do it,
Yeah. And essentially what happens is Frisky and Rad, they talk together. They come to the conclusion that they're going to stay and they're not going to move. And Chili and Bandit, essentially by the end of it,
realize they don't want to move either, and they're giving it out too.
Yeah,
which is kind of like the
faith part of it.
Yeah, kind of the faith part of it, with also the like karma aspect of like everything happens for a reason. Because throughout it's like there's a big point of like they go to like a restaurant that like the Frisky always goes to, and they just miss her, but they found a coin on the floor, and it's like, and then also now we gotta go use the restroom, so we have to do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
and like you were speeding, and
the cop gave Frisky a ticket,
but then pulled over the other Chili, but like also didn't need to do that, but gave information. Yeah, like I don't know, it's fucking and like that coin, eventually they go to that lookout that like the Frisky always goes to, and they leave the coin there because they don't know how to operate the looking glass thing, and then it's revealed that the 2 people that wanted to buy the house use it, and they think, and the rug pull there is like, oh, here's a new house that's for sale and actually has a pool that we want. Yeah. But should we get it? We got it. And now fucking...
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you were ever taught this, but my mom... This is a really good thing that I believe in. My mom was like, if you're gonna know that something's right for you.
Yeah, I can get that.
Like I think when I was having trouble with like boys or something, or just like friendships, my mom would be like, does it feel right or does it not feel right? Like, listen to your body. Yeah. Because if you hang out with your friend and then every time you stop hanging out with them, you feel bad, that's not a good friendship, essentially. Is your body is telling you that you're exhausted and you are not really having a good time with them. At least she was like, cut them off.
Yeah.
I think I would be like, we'll talk to them about it. You
No,
know?
yeah, I get that.
Like,
yeah.
look a little bit introspective into yourself and figure out why you're feeling that way. And then speak to them about it. Because you might just be having resentment for something that you don't know. You know? And I did a lot of that. So now I feel like I don't have to. I'm like, I can do that now very quickly. Where I'm like, oh, I feel good. I don't feel good. What's going on? Water, food, sleep, pills. No, I still feel bad. What's happening? Oh, I'm angry. Angry at what? TikTok, TV, too much screen time. Go outside, do something like that. And I think that's a lot of like big decisions like this. I think that's what Bluey's trying to say is like, it will feel right when it feels right.
Yeah.
But that's faith, isn't it?
Yeah,
like a
but it's
lot of
also
people
more
think
like-
that's Jesus.
But that's more like faith in yourself, it feels like,
Yeah.
and your ability to recognize. I guess like the idea of like, when I talk about that, I'm talking about like kind of like the butterfly effect of like every decision you've ever made led you to this point, if you know what I mean. And it's kind of like a weird, like when you think about it for a little bit, it's like kind of a crazy, like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened? Like, you know,
how did this
like,
happen? You know?
Yeah, you know, like I guess like, you know, personally, like the idea of like, you know, like everything we've done led to this point where like you and I have a podcast together.
Yeah.
And like, you know, we're able to do this full time or something. And it's like a lot of those times I felt like it felt like the right thing to do. It felt like the right thing to like, hey, let's do a podcast together. Hey, let's get cameras. Hey, let's do a Reddit segment.
It was all easy.
Yeah, it felt easy and it felt, you know.
Easy decision.
Yeah.
It was never really a hard decision.
And I wasn't expecting Jesus to pop up and be like, you did it, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's fascinating, you know, like the idea of like a self, like, I don't know how much I believe in, like, you know, as an agnostic, the correct one.
I'm an atheist, you know, so it makes less sense for me to believe in this shit.
And meanwhile, I'm like, no, none of this shit makes sense. Yeah, I'm more atheist than you are, motherfucker.
I don't give a crap. I think that's what I've fully learned is like, because I've tried paganism and like Buddhism and stuff, and I'm just like, I think I just hate praying.
That's fair.
I just hate the act of praying. I love to wish.
Yeah, it's fun to wish.
But that's the same thing essentially in my mind.
What's the difference? You know?
I hate being told how to do something, I think. And that's, you know.
Yeah.
My religious trauma is telling me that's pride and that's a sin. So
Sinner. Sinner. That was loud. I'm sorry, neighbors.
I didn't realize you were going to laugh that hard. I didn't think it was that funny. I think it was the timing.
No, yeah, it's good timing. Yeah,
thank you.
No, I don't know. It's fascinating, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's okay to talk about like faith in like a secular fashion, I guess, you know. I think it's fine.
Difficult to do it. And I really love the way that Bluey talked about it.
Yeah, not everything has to like, you know, be this rigid fucking you gotta read 15 books about.
Sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith, you know?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it will work out, and, you know, maybe it'll, you know, change sucks, but maybe it'll end up being better for you.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta be a little bit optimistic, I guess, you know, of like any decision you make.
It's also just important for the world right now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of shit that's on the precipice
of
happening, and I can't imagine what's going on in kids' minds.
No, for sure, yeah.
Like, I really worry a lot for kids, and I think that's maybe just me getting older. Like,
dude, I saw a TikTok where it was like some guy like looking at like the fact that like kids are calling out like 25 to 30% of like their school, like they're not showing up for like a quarter to 30%, and he was like, yo, this shit fucking rocks. And the guy stitching it was like, no.
What?
What?
Do you
no,
mean?
It's not good that kids are skipping school, actually.
Why?
You could have issues with the schooling system. I have plenty, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, they need to be
They
learning.
do need to actually learn something.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I don't know. And I feel like, I guess like the idea of like...
I'm just talking about how it's confusing. Like, everything is confusing right now. Imagine if you were a kid and you don't know what the fuck is going on, what people are talking about with, like, Trump and Joe Biden and genocide and things like that. It's just, I don't know, it's gotta be fucking confusing as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
Yeah, no, it's rough. But yeah, I guess, you gotta kind of believe in, like, something will get better eventually, or else or else why are we living? You know?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
God. One must imagine Sisyphus is happy. You know what I mean?
I'm not even gonna entertain what you're talking about right now. If you want to get me annoyed, talk to me about Sisyphus and the way that all of you have misinterpreted Sisyphus deeply.
Oh yeah, because it gets real strong. I'm sorry. I like when you get mad, and I'm a sadist.
Your friends used to at me in Sisyphus memes. Fucking Tony used to at me with Sisyphus memes and be like, "Sarah, you need to look at this," and it's someone wildly misinterpreting Sisyphus. I think you can all fucking stop it. You can all fucking stop it. This is just like when I was in the 1st grade and I was having a fun time making a macaroni and glue fucking picture, and I was having a great time and I was being loud, and no one had told me the neurodivergent queen in the class that we were having quiet time, and everyone else around me turned around and was like, shh, like I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, no, maybe y'all are not having any fun. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you all are wrong and I'm correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
You should all take a lesson from Sisyphus and that's what that was about.
I'm not even going to entertain you.
But yeah, it was a good episode.
You shouldn't fall into nihilism. Is
the main point.
I
Yeah.
understand why you would with the shit going on right now.
But you shouldn't fall into nihilism.
You shouldn't fall into nihilism. It doesn't help anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little bit optimistic. You gotta do the work. You know. You gotta fucking.
I mean, a nihilist doesn't want to, and I get it. Because why would you want to? Why would you want to work? I get it, man. What's the point of it? You know, those are dangerous questions to ask. But I mean, if you fall into nihilism, essentially you care.
Yeah. Damn, man.
You care enough to be sad.
And that's why Bluey's woke, because it makes you sad. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about with Bluey, though. I think
Chili's sister is pregnant.
Yes, yeah.
New
there's a lot of
update.
there's a lot of little details in this that I really like.
Muffin and Socks' parents were fighting in the background.
Apparently a bunch, and I think the implication is that
it was because he told Frisky about Rad moving.
Oh yeah,
but that's what I'm assuming it's about. But it could also be because he got real drunk at wedding.
Yeah, because they have the scene with Muffin acting out a fight with like the two dolls that go on the thing,
and then her parents are fighting in the background.
For real in the background, yeah.
So it's kind of implied that like they might fight a lot.
A lot, yeah. And then the next day he wakes up
in a bush and they're gone. So they like left him there?
Yeah, because he must have gotten super fucking drunk. Like,
yeah. So drama.
Yeah. Oh, the two people that the house they moved out of. That
the bulldogs and the
terriers.
Yeah, the terriers and the bulldog.
They're combined now. They're a family.
They're combined.
They're one.
Fusion.
They fused together. Yeah.
No, yeah, they're moving in together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's about it. Yeah. It's a good episode.
It's really good.
I'm very happy with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. I'm very excited.
Where's the show going? You know, it's like.
Well, they're taking a hiatus to animate more. That's kind of what basically like I think that's fully what the metaphor of the sign is about. Is like we're gonna be gone, but believe that we're gonna be back. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like how Community when they did their hiatus and they're like, we'll see you all after regionals.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. You know,
I like that. Yeah,
I love it. I love authentic shows that care about their audience and are like,
yeah, and like a little bit more.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like little Easter eggs and nods and like little things in the background.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, that's what makes a show, and it feels more full and like something to digest. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Also, rewatchability. You know?
Oh yeah.
Thinking from an executive standpoint, we can make a lot of money if people want to rewatch the episodes. You know?
Wait, I don't know what you mean about that. Because they're going on a hiatus? How does that connect with what I said?
Oh no, I was talking about the little details in the background. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
No, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I think it's good that they're also taking a hiatus to like focus more on it. I think it's good to take breaks, especially for creatives.
Dude, for sure.
I don't know. I like doing this job. I'm happy a lot of people, whenever we do take a break, people are more understanding of it. Because it definitely
sometimes,
like, yeah, sometimes, yeah, but like that,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, like I hope there's not like a crunch culture at Bluey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I don't want anyone. I mean, personally, I don't want anyone being under crunch time to make anything that I play.
Yeah,
or watch
or enjoy.
Yeah, that would suck ass.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just good shit.
Stuff. Yeah,
I was so sad that they were gonna fucking sell their house. I'm like, that's the house that I want. I want that house.
Yeah, why would anyone sell that house?
It's a beautiful house. What the fuck? Why would anyone want to do that?
Why would anyone want to sell this house? It's such a beautiful house.
Ding. Cinema Sense. Yeah.
Also, what's the property value?
Estimating the property value of Bluey's house. Someone's had to have done that.
Yeah. Building the Bluey house in The Sims to see how much it would cost, and like
in The Sims. Someone's done that.
Someone's done that
already.
It's a really good house.
It's a great house.
Why would you want it? Yeah.
You got a big backyard.
Yeah, big backyard. You got a tree, like a sun little area. It's great. Like the porch.
Yeah. It's good.
It's a good house. Why would you want to get rid of it?
Keep the house. You could hold weddings there. The fuck? That's
awesome.
You
can literally hold weddings there. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, imagine how much money you'd save holding a wedding at that. That's what the show taught me, is how to save money. Yeah. I have no idea what else to say.
I don't know either.
Do you want to go to ads?
Yeah.
Let's go to ads. Welcome to the ad break.
Welcome.
Hey, are you enjoying this podcast so far, Sarah?
Sure. Yeah. Fine.
Enthusiastic.
Great. Everything's good.
If your response to that question was also sure, or maybe an elevation on the word sure.
I fucking guess.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
You better like, comment, subscribe, and hit the gosh darn bell, and rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcast, or whatever podcasting platform you're listening to.
Yeah.
Although it's mostly Spotify. I can see. I know the analytics. I see you on Spotify. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just pre-saved the next Chapel Roan song? Good for you. That's a good choice.
Is there a new one?
I don't know. Probably not.
Why would you lie?
I'm sorry. Because I want it to be real. I'm manifesting it.
Yeah, I'm manifesting it, too.
All right. I'm
woman-festing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
We're not funny. Why do people watch us?
We're not.
Crazy to me.
Why are we both in the last two? In this
Why would
one
you
and the
prop
last
us
one?
up and then be like, "Oh, you guys aren't funny"? Yeah, you propped us up, man.
I don't tell you.
I'm just doing the same thing.
This week you said, and during the ad break, we're not funny. Last week I said I'm fucking cringe. This is where we get to break down, because no one listens to this part. So if you're enjoying this podcast, like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, rose 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts, and
it's not self-hate. We're just self-aware.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you want to support the podcast financially, there's a couple ways to do it. Coffee. Buy our coffee at straightovercoffee.com. We have 2 different blends. Sarah has a chaos blend, and it is a dark roast with chocolate cream and flavoring, and it is a Colombian bean. I have a Brazilian bean medium roast, and it is caramel flavored.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is $16 for 1, $28 for 2. Get a nice little discount on that.
It's literally the only shit we drink now. It's awesome.
Honestly, yeah, it's great. Please go check it out. Support them. Support us. We get it. It's good. And if you want to buy us coffee, you can go to buymecoffee.com/APWSTR, and we'll read whatever you have to say on the podcast, as long as it's not bad.
That's good stuff.
Thank you all for the coffees this week. We got 3 different people.
Yeah.
Shiloh, I believe, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly, brought 3 coffees. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys,
hello.
I'm struggling with the words to encompass how much of a safe space this podcast is for me, and how grateful I am to you both for continuing to create it. Every week that a new podcast is released, I cannot wait to let my mind relax while I listen to your voices and my noise-canceling headphones at my work desk. Thank you both, and I hope that you continue enjoying to create on this platform for a long time to come. Also, if you don't, I will still love you both, and you will find me re-listening to every episode until the end of time in an effort to quiet my unmedicated ADHD brain. Love you guys, and it's a smiling face with hearts around it.
Love you too.
Love you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're going to continue to create forever.
Yeah.
Even if I have to go back to a job, I'm going to continue to do this
we'll
podcast.
be making something somewhere. Yeah.
We'll figure out how to continue doing this podcast.
Exactly.
We just like it, you know?
Yeah, it's fun for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Milo, he Z. I don't know how to pronounce the
Z. I think it's
XE.
I think it's Z.
Yeah, I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. But
Yeah, sorry.
thank you for putting the pronouns in.
Yeah.
Milo, he Z bought a coffee. Thank you. What's up, Gucci gang? It's me again. Apparently, the resident Josh Enjoyer, both capitalized. So
there's a lot of Josh Enjoyers. You're not the only one.
TMCR, Josh Enjoyer. Yeah. We should make a shirt that just says Josh Enjoyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one's just gay for Sarah.
Yeah, gay for Sarah and Josh Enjoyer. Not even like gay or straight for Josh. Just
I enjoy
mutual
him.
respect to Josh.
Yeah.
2023 was a shitty, bad, no good year for me, but I'm happy to say that I'm carrying on the tradition of listening to this podcast.
Nice.
Hell yeah. If you don't remember, and I doubt you will, which is all good, I work in film. Because of the strikes last year, I didn't get a lot of film work. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man.
And where I live, film is seasonal. Womp womp. However, despite that, I managed to scrape together enough hours to join my union. Hell yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
It feels good to have some kind of support system and be around people who are just as much of a nerd about the film industry as I am.
Hell yeah.
While y'all were debating on whether or not to continue Reddit a few weeks ago, it got me thinking as to what my favorite segment of the show has been thus far. Shit you not, my favorite segment has been the water heater segment.
That's a very specialized segment.
Yeah, God. Oh, yeah. That was not for me. That was not fun for us. I'll tell you what. Why? I don't know. I think I was listening to it at a time where my landlord had forgotten to get oil for the apartment and hadn't fixed the washing machine, so I was out of hot water and heating and a washing machine for the duration of the water heater segment. That's crazy.
A lot of other people were having the same issue.
Conspiracy, yeah.
Just reading, we're going to just read other people's water heater problems. That'll be the water heater segment.
Send your water heater stories to buymecoffee.com/water heater APWSTR.
Wait, they have to also buy a coffee?
Yeah, you got to pay the coffee. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. I was just saying fucking email us with your water heater
contact at apwstr.com and leave a $5 note pictured in.
Yeah, take a photo of a $5 bill and send it to
Then we'll read it, yeah. It was like we were living with parallel problems. Anyway, I've been listening to y'all for a long time now, and it's always my favorite part of the week when another episode comes out. I've quite literally grown up a lot since I started listening. Y'all have gotten me through heartbreak, moving out, lack of work, a shitty roommate, and also plain old boredom.
Nice.
This was super long. Sorry about that, gang. Support unions, support local film, be very sexy, and eat the rich. Love, Milo. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Milo.
Heart emoji after that.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I like that.
I like hearing what people have gone through while listening to
it's crazy to think that, 3 years ago when we started blowing up, people could have had a lot of shit happen to them.
Oh, yeah.
In 3 years. Which makes sense because we've had a lot of shit happen to us, but...
Yeah, when I was in my early 20s, in 3 years, a lot of shit
can change,
happened.
yeah. It's interesting seeing you guys all grow. It's nice.
Yeah, I like hearing it.
All right, last coffee. Lee, he, him bought 3 coffees. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your podcast has been a huge contributor of motivation and focus for the end of my semester studio crunch.
Hell yeah.
I love hearing what you have to say, and I appreciate that you continue to talk about Palestine. Hell yeah.
Oh, of course, always. Free Palestine, always.
I'm currently working through your episodes where you read Wattpad Wolf fanfiction. I am fascinated by your reactions to the tropes and comments. As someone who spent a lot of time on Wattpad as a teenager, sometimes reading similar stories out of curiosity.
Nice.
I also want to note that I'm relatively new to podcasts. I really didn't understand what captivates people and with them until I started listening to you two regularly. Keep up the great work. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, best podcast.
That's also best podcast ever. Yeah, you're so right. I don't know. That makes me smile hearing that people weren't into podcasts and now
then they get into podcasts because of us. Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like the werewolf story is lightning in a bottle for us.
Yeah, that was a magical time.
Yeah, because you had no idea about any of these tropes.
What any of this shit was.
I vaguely knew these tropes and was kind of uncovering them with you.
Yeah.
And now we know them, so I kind of I'm hesitant to go back.
You can't unopen that Pandora's box. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta find a newer, fucking crazier fan fiction that isn't obviously rage bait. Yeah, you're trolling or whatever. I don't know, because I do miss it. I miss the fan fiction segment.
We were even talking about doing a Fallout fan fiction maybe today, but
yeah, but I feel like it's too much Fallout.
Yeah, not enough Fallout.
I don't want to double dip into Fallout. You know what I mean?
Oh, we're gonna triple dip into Owl House, so I think it's okay.
But that's different.
Okay, fine.
My plans so far, Owl House. I think maybe next week we'll go back and do a Drake revisit of the Drake subreddit.
Yeah,
because since we looked at the subreddit, there's so much crap. Literally last week, I said that Drake hasn't responded to the K-Dot diss, and then that day he did. Now he has again, but he's admitted to
being a fucking
liking
pedophile,
underage girls, which is so crazy. I just haven't
Why
had
would
the
he do
time to
that?
look
Yeah.
into it.
So maybe next week, we'll be doing that. Yeah.
What a piece of shit, though.
Fuck him. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for those coffees. That was really good.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
I'm very happy that we're supporting you guys, you know, through making this content.
Dude, I love the audience, man.
Yeah. If you want to support the podcast on a monthly or yearly basis, you can go over to patreon.com/APWSTR. I got 2 things coming out this week because I got to edit them. We got the worst takes coming out. It'll be on there first. And then we also have an episode of Sarah vs. Matt Damon that we recorded a week or 2 ago that I got to edit. So
yeah,
I'm going to edit that this week. It'll be out this week, and it's exclusive to Patreon. You'll also get ad-free releases, early releases when we can. And we finally set up the RSS feed. It should be working. I might make a post so everyone has it, but
okay, great.
Yeah. I think that's about it. There's links in the description to help support Palestine. There's the 5 calls. There's a lot of different places to donate to.
Yes,
and
I might
more.
actually put all Operation Olive Branch in there.
Okay.
They have a list of all the families that have GoFundMes and stuff that are trying to get out of Palestine. So.
Definitely send that to me.
Yeah, for sure.
And we also have distributed competing progress if you want to help projects, if you want to help science and like researching like genomes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All of that's down in the description. Thank you all for watching this podcast so far.
And I love all of you. I don't love just the people that send in copies.
No,
I love
we love
everyone.
all of you guys. Yeah.
Yes.
Again, best ways to support if you don't have the money is to like, comment, subscribe, share with people, and yeah. Also, we're starting to make reels because TikTok might go kaput.
Go away. Yeah.
So
follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram at A Podcast Will Save This.
Yeah. We're probably gonna make shorts too because reels don't make money. But
yeah, exactly. And we only do this for money.
True. We don't do this because we like it. Like we literally just fucking said. Yeah.
Sarah's a freaking liar, dude.
Yep.
Anyway,
it's
enjoy
not
the rest
that
of the
I
show.
lie, it's that I forget what I say as soon as I said it.
That's fair. Yeah,
That's what it
exactly.
is.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Enjoy the red segment. We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.
I got a fucking banger.
You got a banger to start us off on. You're so excited. Like you didn't like. Okay, we just did the ad segment, and you waited a microsecond to be like, "I got a fucking banger." So this has to be good. All right, welcome to the red segment, Sarah. You're starting us off with a banger. And this better be like a fucking like a first like I know I'm gonna make a TikTok out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you better fucking show up.
This is from r/am I overreacting?
Okay.
I think my wife is flirting with the mailman and have proof.
Oh, ooh.
She claims she is not and now won't talk to me.
What's the proof? A UPS tracking number? Like, what are you like? What's the proof? She says, "Hi, John. Bye, John."
Okay, my wife and I are in our 30s. We have been married for 2 years. When we got married, we moved into a nice small house in the suburbs.
Okay.
Last summer, we got a new mailman who is objectively attractive. Not going into detail, but he looks good.
Do you want to fuck the mailman?
That's what I said when I read this. I was like, okay, man. Towards the end of summer, I noticed my wife was almost always outside around the time he would bring the mail. I actually started tracking when she would go out on a spreadsheet.
No, stop. No. Once you bring Excel into something, you gotta stop.
She averaged going out 20 minutes before the mail would get there. Obviously some variation as the mail didn't come at the exact same time each day, but it was weird.
So she's going like out to the porch or like going out to get the mail and waiting for the mailman? Is that the...
Yes.
Okay.
She would, and he's logging it on his spreadsheet.
On his Excel spreadsheet,
My wife flirting with other men spreadsheet. She would work on our...
Do you enjoy it? This is a lot of work for something you're saying you don't like.
I know. She would work on our front patio and then have a short conversation with the mailman. Then in about 7 minutes on average, she would come back inside.
Sorry, hold on.
I know. 7 minutes average.
What are you doing? So
playing around with Excel.
Is she... So, okay, she's going out and doing chores on the porch or, like, you know, doing some garden. And
she says hi to the mailman. She gets the mail and she comes back inside.
But if she's doing chores also outside, she's probably doing chores most of it. I think it's a little weird to want to talk to the mailman every fucking day. I think that's a little weird. I don't think the right response is, not talking to her about it and logging it like you're a fucking supervisor. Like, even my managers at Disney weren't this fucking bad.
Micromanaging your wife
is fucking
because
crazy.
You think she's flirting with the mailman?
Is she like going out like braless and giving him a sandwich or something? Like, what are you doing?
Not asked for.
Not unasked for? Like, come on.
Then in about 7 minutes on average, she would come back inside and work from her office.
Okay.
Another thing I noticed is that her clothes seemed to change when she went outside.
Ooh.
Almost 70% of the time, she would have a tank top on, then put a shirt over that when she came back inside. I didn't say anything as fall and winter came, and if we live in a cold climate, so she stopped going out.
So she stopped going out during the winter, but now that spring and summer's happening, she's going outside in a tank top because it's fucking hot out. I mean, maybe
and
it
you're
isn't.
being a gremlin inside on a spreadsheet. I love this so much.
Go outside with your wife when it happens and just like watch. Like, why are you like are you peeping Tomming your wife from inside your house?
I gotta keep going.
I'm sorry. It's just baffling.
I know. Once in a while, she would go say hi, but not like in the summer. She also gave him a very nice tip for Christmas. And this is its own sentence. $250.
I don't believe this happened.
Did someone tip their mailman for Christmas?
That's where I draw the line. That's right.
I had forgotten about all this until it started getting warmer out with spring. I couldn't do another summer of this, so I decided to talk to her. Last night, I sat her down and showed her all the information from last year.
Why'd you do that? You should just, if you were actually uncomfortable, just talk about it.
I explained that I didn't feel comfortable with how much attention she gave the mailman and asked if she could not do it this summer.
Are you logging how much attention she gives to you?
She didn't understand, or maybe didn't understand the numbers. My complicated data set that I've created.
My stock portfolio of your time. Like, what?
She got very upset and started yelling that she didn't do anything wrong and just happened to be out there while he was there. I tried to show her the numbers again.
Yeah, because you just wasn't getting it.
But she got upset and slammed the computer lid on my finger.
Boo-hoo?
And my shoes fell off. At that point, I was upset and walked out and went for a walk. When I got back home, she was gone and wouldn't answer her phone. She finally came home, but wouldn't talk to me. She slept on the couch, and I honestly didn't get any sleep. It's been a very weird day. She's only talked to me when absolutely needed. Otherwise, she is distant and won't talk to me. Am I overreacting, or is this normal for women to talk with the mailman?
Bitches be talking to the mailman, you know what I'm saying?
Update. People are asking for an update. Woke up this morning and she is still pissed. I guess I'll give her more time. Many of you really aren't understanding the spreadsheet.
No shit. No fucking shit, dude.
I used it to show that she went out right around the time the mailman got there. It was a way to graph averages and show consistency.
If she wasn't fucking the mailman before, she is now. You pushed her over the edge. I would be fucking the mailman now.
I may have been wrong about the tank top.
No, yeah, maybe.
I do realize that she may have taken off her top because it is hot outside. Okay. Listen, if I was married to someone for 2 years...
Yeah, this is only 2 years in. This is not a lot of wasted time.
They come to me with a spreadsheet of
Sarah,
my behavior.
Well, you don't have to imagine, because I've logged all your Fallout 76 times.
You don't even know the name of the fucking game. What the hell?
But yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know even what to say.
What would you say? You're fucking wild, dude.
You showed her that you're insane.
Yeah, your wife's not.
She's not flirting with the mailman.
Your wife's not a company that you need to track.
Human being. Yeah.
She's a human person.
And she's nice to the mailman.
Affected by weather.
Holy shit. God, you're so funny though.
my slut wife decides to not want to be hot when she goes outside and be overheated by wearing a t-shirt and a jacket when it's 78 degrees outside. What? What are you talking about?
Even if she is cheating, man, that sucks ass.
Yeah,
that's
not
terrible. And it can make people go crazy.
No, yeah, but like why haven't you... What's the communication here?
The response is not to make a spreadsheet.
Yeah, like...
I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Live your life, man. But I'm not going to say that you're not...
What's the point of the spreadsheet if not to be controlling
you need
and like...
more proof.
Because then eventually, yeah, like get a...
It would be one thing if he had proof.
Yeah, you
don't even have proof.
And you brought up...
I have proof of her flirting.
No, you have proof of her being outside of her house.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean anything.
You didn't even do a good job of being a private eye. You didn't have like a magnifying glass.
Yeah,
and like
with the telephoto lens on the camera.
Yeah, and like a Polaroid camera. Yeah.
I don't...
like a big sign with like red string going from one to the other.
So is the inciting incident
7
in
minute
this?
average.
So is the inciting incident in the 7 minute average is funny. Is the inciting inference is that you thought the mailman is conventionally attractive? So
yeah, you want to fuck the mailman.
So you just think everyone wants to fuck him? Like, what's his story? He might have a partner too.
Yeah,
why would
he might not fucking.
Yeah. Also, one profession that I wouldn't use to cheat on my spouse with would be mailman.
Mailman.
Because I know how you're timed. You have to get all your packages.
That's so true. Yeah.
Why would he be wasting his time getting his dick wet? Like,
also,
what are you talking about?
You're upset about her giving the mailman $250. Dude's a public servant.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
I'd tip if I went to the library every day and I became friends with the librarian.
I'd Christmas, I'd tip.
Christmas.
Yeah,
I
think that's fair. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
That's just
she's
wild
a generous
as hell.
person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why are you flopping this bag? Why is this? You're fumbling this bag real bad.
I kind of feel like this is a cuckold fetish.
See, and but you're not
being
even
put online so that people dunk on him and then he gets off to it.
Yeah, like a humiliation thing, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
I think sometimes some of these are for sure.
No, I get that, and I'm like whatever.
I hope you can.
Yeah. What's that? That makes the game changer. Where it's 3, 2, 1, come. Great.
Yeah.
College humor.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, no, fucking. Okay.
Great way to get them on our side is call them their old name.
Wait, what?
Call us college humor.
Oh, fucking whatever.
They're dropout.
Shut the fuck. Shut the fuck.
You see what I had to deal with?
So I don't know. I feel like the whole point of like enjoying being a cuck is you actually watch them fuck, not speculate on whether or not they're fucking. Wouldn't you want to hear that your wife is getting fucked?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a cuck, so I don't know if that's part of it.
Cuck,
I'm not a professional cuck. I have no idea. I mean, a humiliation kink, I
guess
assume it could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything, but like...
And you have to make it, I guess, believable enough that people aren't, like, calling you out.
Yeah, it's like, you fucking little freak.
Like, you can't just go on Reddit and be like, and then I pee-peed in my adult diaper, and my mommy said, no, bad. Like, you can't do that, because then people are going to be like, this is obviously fetish.
And then you go through the post history, and it's just,
pee-peed in my diaper, pee-pee, pee-pee, diaper.
Like... Whoa, what the fuck?
I'm 45 male, and my wife wants to divorce me for my fetish.
Yeah.
That's
just crazy. I won't, honestly, like, if you're getting to the point where you're doing a spreadsheet of everything, it's over, I think.
I just think it's good writing.
It's, that's
what I think.
If nothing else, this was a good story. This was a good story, yeah.
Yeah.
Solved it, I guess? Well, we never asked the question, is he overreacting?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you're overreacting.
Elaborate right now. Why is he It's not the whole fucking story that elaborates it, right? Like,
oh man, my favorite thing is the TikTok people being like, I want ones that aren't so easy to tell whether they're the asshole or not, so we can have a discussion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't even realize that I don't think any of these are real.
Yeah, these are all fake, actually.
All of these are fake, and I just am presenting with you the best writing that I found today on Reddit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God. All right. Fucking. All right. Now I feel like I gotta find. Oh.
Yeah.
I gotta Google something for this one.
Okay.
All right. I gotta pull up YouTube for this one.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna Age of Empires.
Oh. Okay.
New Villager.
This one's great.
It's that one. All right. It was that one. Okay. So now we know
breath. That's what that. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So that's the context for this. All right.
All right.
Am I the asshole for making the Age of Empires 2, quote, new villager sound when my wife gave birth to our first child?
It's really good.
Litmus test. How you feeling right now, Sarah?
I think you're baller as hell, man. I think you're super cool.
I'll try to keep this as brief as possible because he's a gamer. Is that why?
Well, because it's a new villager.
Okay.
I think that's awesome.
Okay.
That's cool as fuck.
Just over a week ago, my wife gave birth to our first child. I got called about it during work and rushed to the hospital to be with her during the labor. It was obviously a very stressful time as it took more than 15 hours from start to end, but finally our little one was born and was healthy. I was in the room for nearly the entire time, other than briefly heading out for food, toilet, etc., holding her hand and being the punching bag as she swore during certain times during the worst of it. As it was getting towards the end, just as the head was coming out, and it all happened very quickly from then, more medical staff came into the room, and I am someone who gets nervous around lots of people. I think because of that nervousness, I was talking a bit more, introducing myself to the new people coming in, making jokes, parentheses, saying I hope it's not a bad omen that the weather is so bad, because a thunderstorm had started outside that we could hear. And then when our baby finally came out fully, at that second, I made the Age of Empires 2 new villager sound, shh, hoo, as a joke, but I think only my wife understood the reference, as the doctor and nurses gave no reaction, and the look she gave me could have sunk 1,000 ships.
Oh, Jesus.
She looked so angry before then seeing our little one and finally smiling, but didn't look at me for about half an hour, and even then she was really annoyed for the rest of the day. Anyway, I thought it was a joke that went down badly in a moment of high anxiety.
Yeah.
But my wife was twice in the past week told me that I ruined a moment that she hoped would be one of the best in her life. I've apologized both times, but she has this look I have not seen before, something beyond disappointment. It really put a downer on the past 9 days of what I thought would be our happiest time together, after what was obviously a very stressful time, for her mostly, of course. Am I the asshole?
I don't know, because like I get that you being nervous.
Yeah,
it's a pretty stupid thing to do.
Yeah,
I get you being nervous, and I've met a lot of people that are like that. Well, they'll make stupid jokes.
Yeah,
it's not offensive. It's just kind of stupid.
No, I can understand that,
but I also understand her wanting to have like a serious moment.
Yeah.
So I don't think really anyone's in the wrong here. I just think, unfortunately, it's something that happens in moments of high stress, you know?
No, I get that, yeah.
Like, I don't really blame you for doing it. You know?
See,
it's just very strange.
Yeah, that's kind of like my take on it, I feel like, is like, okay, like you're in the high stress, and I get being in high stress and like using humor to diffuse situations, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a prep work in like waiting for the baby to come out, and right as it comes out, you already have the preloaded.
Oh, you're saying you did it on purpose?
See, that's kind of like what I'm thinking, is like he had the idea for it couldn't have been like too much of a spur of the moment thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
I mean, why not? It's making a sound with your mouth.
I thought it was like literally playing the fucking sound effect.
Oh, no, I thought he said that he said it out loud.
Let me double check.
If he played it on his phone, you're an asshole.
Oh, okay. He made it with his mouth. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's something that I missed. I missed the first time.
I thought that's what it was.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I mean, I kind of get it then, because you don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And then you just say something weird. And you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Okay,
I
yeah.
ruined it. I don't know. I just kind of, yeah. I don't know. It's a hurdle for you both to talk about, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
If she's not even talking to you for 9 days, that's wild.
That's pretty crazy, yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like, her emotions are valid, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm just like, but now you're parents. You have to, like...
take care of this kid.
And you have to work together.
I don't...
You know?
I wonder, okay, because I kind of feel like I'm siding with her a little bit more. Like, you're going through the 15 hours of agony and pain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then to have your husband, like, who was supporting you up until that point, but, like, to go, or whatever the fuck it is, as it happens, is a little bit like, what the fuck are you doing, you know?
Yeah, no, I get it. And I think, that's why I say her feelings are valid. I think it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, maybe there's like a level of like, you're not being supportive. You're just kind of trying to self-soothe yourself.
Yeah.
And I need self-soothing because I'm the one going through this shit. And now I'm kind of pissed at you because you're not really there for me.
Yeah.
You know? Now I know, like, when you're in a stressful environment, you're going to do weird shit.
Yeah.
But I think also it's just... Yeah, it's just they have to talk to each other and understand what was happening and how to stop it from happening in the future. If it's a problem enough for her that she wants to stop it from happening.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, on his end, it's like it was 2 seconds. It's kind of funny. I think it's a little funny.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I think my creative brain is like, what are better or worse sound effects that you could have made?
Oh, yeah. Boo.
Like a slide whistle.
Fucking trying to think of what else. There's a lot of... I wanted to get to that point. Like, the serious shit is like, okay, yeah. I think both feelings are valid for sure. And you guys should talk about it.
You guys need to talk about it, yeah. And, like, you need to elaborate that you were nervous and, like, you made a shitty joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not an offensive joke.
Yeah, it could be worse, yeah.
It could be way worse. You could not be there.
Yeah, you could have just left.
It could have just fucked off.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, okay, the fun part.
Yeah.
What are some others?
What are some others? We did slide whistle.
Slide whistle, I think, would be the worst one.
We were saying Minecraft villager.
Yeah,
or like Minecraft zombies getting hit.
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
That would be, I think those would be worse objectively than, okay, fucking,
yeah.
You brought up something from Lost, and I thought it would be funny if, like,
the
Lost sound effect.
I was just saying a bunch of random shit because we were high last night. I was saying the sound the smoke monster makes from Lost with the ticking, the till from Taxis.
Dude, you know what you should play when the new baby's born? Do you remember the early 2000, like early 2010s, the notification on Android phones that was the bottle cap opening?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Dude, can you imagine? Okay, you're giving birth, right? Most painful experience you'll ever have in your life.
Yeah. This
probably has happened on accident. You're giving birth, and fucking right as the baby comes out, you get a fucking text, and you're fucking, you didn't leave you left the fucking ringer on your phone, so it gets the whatever it's called. Yeah.
That's great.
Or the fucking
you have Brian David Gilbert as Sonics in the Times.
Well, not anymore.
Baby.
Yeah. Oh God, dude.
That would have been great.
That would have been great. Yeah.
Fuck, man. I don't know. There's a lot of things that can happen and like
birth.
I mean, I guess since he chose to do it.
That's the thing. It's deliberate. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is a decision. Like, I'm not saying that he's not shouldn't be held accountable for his decisions.
No,
I'm just like, it's a weird thing to hold someone accountable for because it's like it's a fucking joke. Man.
Yeah.
Just a joke. Is comedy dead? These fucking snowflakes won't let you say the Age of Empires
when you're having the
new villager when your wife is giving birth. Fuck, man.
You should have a whole Netflix special where there's duct tape over your mouth.
I can already see the comments being like, I can't believe you're not on this woman's side.
I can pick a new story real quick. I didn't realize.
No, it's funny, man.
Right.
It's funny as fuck. I just am like, I can tell anytime I side with the man even a little bit, unless it's like the woman is like literally the devil.
Yeah.
I always get a little nervous because people are going to be like, how dare you?
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to side with the women always.
And throw me under the fucking bus. But it's just like there have been so many, like a guy went on vacation to Hawaii for 2 weeks and then came back and called his wife lazy. This guy made a stupid sound in birth.
Yeah, the level of assholery is, not... I get it,
You gotta understand, I read a lot of these every week, and there's a lot of shitty dudes out there. Sometimes it's like, why... I get... You're allowed to be mad.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have your opinion. That's always a given.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's like, I'm more concerned as to why you're not able to talk to each other about it rather than...
Actually,
with little stuff like this. It's little. I mean, but maybe it's important to her.
Yeah.
And I get that too.
Yeah. We should text my sister right now, ask her, if my brother-in-law and your husband, your brother, if I were there. Yeah. Now, if your husband was there and
he said this, would you be pissed off?
If he started playing the Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday song as you were giving birth, how would you feel about that?
I kind of think they would like it, but I think it's a compatibility thing. It's like when people used to do dances down the altar.
Oh yeah,
at weddings when they would do stupid little dances. That was a trend.
Yeah,
and it would be like a secret surprise for the bride.
Yeah.
That fucked up couples too, because the bride's like, no, I want a serious wedding, and the groom's like, too bad, I'm a goofy guy.
I'm a goofy little guy, yeah.
And it's like, I feel the same way about that. Is like, I wouldn't personally be mad, but I get why someone would.
Okay, that's fair.
And I can understand you guys having a fight about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, divorce.
Yeah.
You have a kid
go
now.
to the gym, divorce, yeah.
That's a kind of shitty advice.
Yeah. God. That's fair, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Solved it. Well, that one was a nuanced one. I wasn't expecting it to be as nuanced. Yeah. Sometimes you pick ones and you think they're slam dunks, and then you realize they're not.
All right, this one, you're gonna have to guess.
Oh, okay.
The subreddit this is from. This is one of those themed subreddit ones.
Ooh, okay, cool.
I'm not gonna say "Am I the asshole" because it's separate.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the acronym.
Okay.
Like the letters.
Okay.
AITG.
Am I the golem?
Because I don't want my neighbor to mow my lawn.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so you don't want your am I the geriatric? Because I don't want people on my lawn.
Yeah, okay. So my town requires a 4-foot setback for anything near the property line. So my driveway, garage, back deck, and back fence are all exactly 4 feet off my property line, which is marked with granite markers in the front and back.
What the okay.
My next door neighbor and I have never argued about property lines. I know he knows where it ends. My issue is he mows his lawn way too short and it clumps up and looks like ass. He is older and usually mows when I'm not at home.
What the fuck could am I the G be? I don't know. Okay.
He will always mow the 4-foot setback area on my side of the property line so it matches his front yard. Thing is, it's my lawn area and I think it looks like shit. I was talking to him about it and he said that he knows it's my property but wants it to match his front lawn height. I can't plant or build anything in this area because of the setback requirements. Anyway, am I a blank because I don't want this guy mowing my lawn?
Goober? Like...
Goober?
Goober? Are you fucking goober? Because it's not... What the fuck? What is this? Property lines? Mowing the lawn? Is this like a real... Okay, is this a real subreddit? First of all, let's start there.
Yes, it is a real subreddit.
Okay, so this is real. So it's not like based off like a fucking video game, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, this is like real people having real problems.
I assume.
Am I the G? What the fuck what could that be? Grandpa? Grandma? Fucking grandparent? Gangster? Totally what that is.
Am I the gangster?
Am I the gangster for getting upset about property lines? What the fuck is that? No, that's not, because it could just be asshole. So it has to be like something close to that, right?
G.
Golem again. Gargoyle.
Okay, do you want me to give it to you?
No, because you wanted this to be. You want because no.
Okay,
You thought this would be fucking
Christ.
easy, and this is your goddamn punishment.
I did not think this would be easy. I thought I would give you an off the wall one, like you give me.
What's the second letter? Like this is the
GR.
Grumpus, the grump. Am I the game grump?
No, you're not the game grump.
All right, what is it? Fuck it, because I don't want
grasshole. Am I the grasshole? It's a lawn-themed Am I the Asshole subreddit.
Fucking homeowners. I'm sorry. I listen, good on you guys, but like, you fucking crackers.
We're bitter this week.
I'm so bitter. I'm so tired. I'm angry. What
do you think? Is he a grasshole?
I don't even know what the fuck, because I was thinking the whole, God, what is this? I was like, the last time you pulled this fucking stunt, it was a Sims story, so I'm thinking like, oh, is this like power washing simulator somehow? Like they make a fucking mod where you cut grass? A lawnmower simulator? That's a real one.
Yeah.
So he wants to just cut the grass or his neighbor's grass? Is that
so? He can't build anything on this part of his lawn.
Yeah,
and he can't do anything with it. And then his neighbor is mowing the lawn too short, so it looks like ass. But it's his lawn.
Fucking,
is he the asshole for not wanting his neighbor to mow his lawn?
I guess not, because it's your property.
NTG,
not the grasshole.
It's
are lawns such a big problem that we've needed a whole subreddit for lawn-based Am I the Asshole?
Look and see
how frequently are people posting about their lawns? You boomers.
A catharsis for the morally frustrated horticulturist in all of us, and a place to
if
finally
it's about like
find
gardening too, that makes sense, but like if it's just about lawns,
tell us about any non-violent lawn care related conflict you have experienced and give us both sides of the story. Find out if you're right or if you're the grasshole.
Why? I mean, like, I get, okay, this is fascinating. Hold on.
Am I the grasshole for interfering with my roommate's plants?
Okay, so it's all right. A themed around like planting is fine. Okay, that makes more sense.
The grasshole if I plant trees close to the property line like my neighbor.
Okay, a lot about property lines, homeowners.
Would I be the grasshole if I started a garden on rented property?
No. Yeah, that's interesting.
I love it.
Why?
I'd love that.
Why do you need a hyper specialized Am I the Asshole just for lawn?
Apparently there's a lot.
I guess there's a lot. Do you think Am I the Asshole banned grass related posts?
Yeah, we're like, go post an Am I the Grasshole. This is not where your post should be.
Are there like specified like Am I the like for software engineering or something of like Am I the Asshole? My coworker couldn't put brackets around
people with specialized
yeah, like industries or like is there a Am I the Reddit reading podcast asshole? Like
yeah, honestly,
for reading a story that was
that was taken from r/2 hot takes or whatever.
Like is there an infighting for that?
Yeah.
What is going on? What is going on?
What is going on? I love it. I think it's great.
I think it's good for them. They found their people.
I think buy low, sell high. If you're interested in gardening themed moral quandaries, I think you should go to Am I the Grasshole right now before it gets overrun with normies.
Oh yeah.
And they have to start creating like not a gardener or like not a property owner, but this is my opinion. Just like how r/lawyers is dealing with that shit right now.
Oh yeah.
Where like that popped off after the Am I the Asshole podcast inflation of 2020.
Yeah.
And now people are going to ask a lawyer or whatever, and they're all like, not a lawyer, not a lawyer, not a lawyer. Why are you posting here?
This is supposed to be a safe spot for lawyers
to give legal advice.
Yeah, that's so funny. Wow. Yeah, not a grassel.
Not a grassel.
Not a grassel. Solved it. Next.
I fucking love Reddit, dude. The low energy podcast. Dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty low energy right now, man.
Feel that?
All right. Okay. Let's bring it up, though. Bring it up.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for walking out from an event my girlfriend invited me to, despite agreeing to go initially?
This is the one that I said is the title is written like a connections.
Yeah, I was invited initially to this event I went to, but then I decided not to. And then,
things a dog might say personally. Like, what? What are you fucking talking about? Yeah.
I, 29 male, am a software developer, and the job market is pretty bad right now, and I've been laid off for a year now, and I'm still looking for a job. My girlfriend, 27 female, is also a software engineer and was also laid off a year ago, but was lucky enough to land another job shortly after.
Okay.
She works for a Google-owned company now. I have been wanting to practice more for coding interviews, and she recently mentioned to me that there was an event in town for mock interviews and other coaching. It was just a casual one-time thing and not lessons or anything. I agreed as it sounded useful. I automatically assumed it was organized by Google and a professional event related to her work and that she was allowed to bring a +1. However...
Okay, that's a lot to assume.
Yeah, it's a lot to assume already.
I get it, but like, yeah.
It's a pretty big assumption, yeah. However, upon going there, it turned out it was actually organized by some, quote, woman who code group. I have never been so embarrassed in my life. Apparently, it wasn't restricted to women and open to, quote, allies only, but it was like 90% women, and the few men were mostly gay.
So wait, it was girls who code?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like a woman coding thing.
Oh.
That allows allies to be there.
Yeah.
But all the men were gay, apparently.
I used to be a part of the Girls Who Code chapter at UCF.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can... It's not just women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt really out of place and basically walked out after a few minutes and left her there. When she got back, she called me an asshole and said it shouldn't matter even though there were almost no men there. From my perspective, it's like me going to a woman-only gym or something. The whole point of these events is for creating a space for women and talking about women's issues, which I have no interest in.
Okay, all right.
That's it.
No, actually, fuck this guy. Actually, fuck you, man. I'm so sorry. You know what? Every woman is wanting me to dunk on you. Maybe I can understand being embarrassed, but like, you're the one who made yourself embarrassed.
Yeah, why are you embarrassed?
You idiot.
Not going to a place and there being a bunch of women there. What's embarrassing about that?
What's embarrassing about that? You're all there to learn how to code.
And like do mock interviews, yeah.
It's not like Girls Who Code isn't
well,
like...
Sarah, have you considered the fact that all the men there were gay, actually? And if I
How do you know, A? What, did you walk in, all the men were sucking each other's dicks? How do you know that? You don't. You're assuming. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of assumptions being made, yeah, about this.
You go to learn. You're a software developer. Gender has nothing to do with it. Girls Who Code is there because because of men like you asshole, are not felt to be made inclusive in the space. Go fuck yourself.
Well, Sarah, he's not political. He just doesn't care about it.
Yeah, that's a political stance.
No, it's not. She doesn't care.
Yeah. Saying that you're staying out of it or you don't care about whatever or that you're not apolitical, that's a political statement.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry it is.
Dude, it's so funny. You make the assumption that it's like run by Google.
Yeah.
Why?
I've talked to so many people explicitly in Girls Who Code and they don't care. They just like talking to other women that like to code.
Yeah.
That's literally it. That's the whole thing. It was like a couple of months and I didn't have the time to fully spend. I was the treasury for the Girls Who Code chapter for like literally a semester and I just couldn't go to the meetings.
Yeah.
And so I left and gave it to somebody else. But like, fucking, I don't know. I remember like everyone was talking about like, okay, who should we have to have like speakers? And they had a lot of friends who worked in the industry for like Google and stuff, Microsoft and things. And they were men because a lot of the people that work there are men.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah.
No one was like, oh, but ew, they're a man. Like, misandry doesn't fucking exist. I'm so sorry. You're a ridiculous person. You're a ridiculous person if you think you're being targeted by women.
It was a hoodwink.
Out here to oppress you.
My girlfriend tried to make me be in a room full of women that were gonna laugh at me and my penis.
You just revealed that you're a weirdo.
Like, yeah, it's like, what are you fucking talking about, dude?
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Get an opportunity to go to a place that has mock interviews.
They probably wouldn't even like push you away. They'd probably be like, okay, great.
They actually would probably prefer men being on their side as opposed to against the idea of women coding.
It's not like Girls Who Code isn't up there like, all right, girls, let's talk about how being feminine makes it difficult to code. No, that's not what they're talking about. They're teaching people how to code.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a support place for It's not a fucking like sleepover or something, whatever you're thinking it is. Yeah. We're just gonna go in and shit on boys. That code.
No, we're just here to support women.
Yeah.
You can be there and supporting women and being a man. That's fine.
But no, you'd be gay.
But you'd be gay then.
You'd be gay. And that's the important thing here.
Yeah, I have to go to my stinky neck beard. If we're going to stereotype women and gay people.
Yeah, I think it's a fair game
reason.
To stereotype men that are being shitty.
Balding, fat, basement dweller, fedora wearing...
Milady ass fucking
dirty, smelly, don't bathe, no deodorant wearing. Yeah. Fuck you then. You want to hang out with those people? Go ahead.
That's your people, yeah.
I mean, there's shitty stereotypes for a number of reasons, obviously. But like, just...
You're perpetuating another stereotype against others, so why are you not expecting people to do the same to you if you're going to act like a part of that stereotype?
Exactly.
That's so crazy.
Stupid shit.
Dude, God. Also, like, the idea that, like, it would be like going to a woman's only gym is such a non-existent metaphor. Like, I know they exist.
Not even,
but, like, they exist, but, like, it'd be like if you went to a yoga class.
They would
like,
probably allow you in there,
They would probably allow you in, yeah. And you just get intimidated by women being able to do things. I don't know.
That's such a good point. Yeah, like, you're just upset at women doing things.
Like, are you upset that, like, also, okay, are you also upset, like, if you did a mock interview and a woman was giving you the mock interview? Are you like,
that's gotta
women
be
don't have jobs?
You don't want women to teach.
Yeah.
You don't want women to teach you about something that you think you're better at them than.
That's crazy. I don't know. That's just wild to me. Also, yeah, if your girlfriend got
But we make everything about gender.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to me, too. Like, yeah, your girlfriend gets the job quicker, and I kind of see why, because it seems like you're not a fun person to be around.
Yeah, you don't hang well.
Yeah, you just don't hang well, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe you're just upset that women are better at you than coding.
Straight dudes are a fascinating enigma to me.
They're pretty funny, man.
Because, like, you want to like women. You like women. You just don't want to respect them. That's kind of weird to me. I don't know.
It's crazy. It's wild.
Like,
and I really fall down the pitfall of being like, well, you're gay. But like, that's not true. That's not it at all. And it is a harmful stereotype, and people are right to call me out on it. But it's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. If you love women and your mom is a woman, your sister is a woman, your nieces, people, your grandma, people that you claim to care to love about, but then the people that you sexualize are objects and sluts and bitches and are somehow out to get you or whatever.
Yeah, it's like,
it's wild.
Not okay. Yeah.
No, it's not okay. It's crazy to think. It's also like counterintuitive to like finding a loving relationship.
Yeah, you actually got to be nice a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit open to things.
This like hatred and this like need to be put above women is crazy.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't know how men fall down that rabbit hole.
It's really, it's weird, man.
I can't even begin to understand like watching Andrew Tate and being like, that guy gets it.
What?
I literally don't have the wires that connect. I just don't get it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I don't know. And you don't either. And so I don't even, the men that I know are like, yeah, no, he's a dick.
Stupid, yeah.
So I don't understand like that type of toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Because no one around me,
I mean, it's just a big con.
Understands it. Yeah, but like I don't even understand the like Aiden Ross
Oh,
the
like the
beginning
subtle, like, yeah, like
of liking
subtle,
a guy
you know
like
what I mean?
that.
Like, yeah, the beginning, like, stages. I get what you mean.
Like, oh, I want to have a cool car and women. But then the next step is treat them like shit.
Yeah. Use the dentist system, and you will be able to
like
manipulate your way into any woman's pants.
You know, like incels and stuff. They sort of like they would make charts and like stupid memes of like describing that girls only want to go for bad guys, you know?
Yeah.
And the bad guys that don't treat them right, and I treat them right, and I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, do you treat them right?
And obviously you don't. But I could understand how someone could trick themselves into being an incel.
Everyone thinks they're actually the good person. And
it's like it's a form of
delusion.
Yeah, it's a delusional form of self-hatred.
Yeah.
And I could understand how someone could do that, and that it was like, okay, yeah, there's a way to break out of that.
Yeah.
And that was shocking. But this level of misogyny, I don't get.
Yeah, and homophobia.
Because at some point you're choosing to be hateful.
Yeah, and like hurting yourself. And like also if fucking you're going to a work like event where like everyone in that is like working at other industries.
Yeah.
Like even if it's not like Google, if it's like Microsoft or Apple or something, those people go there and they could be like, hey, I don't want to fucking hire this guy.
You're just a dick, man.
You're just a dick. Yeah.
You walked into a room and you saw a bunch of women and you got scared and you left. That's crazy. That's
Silly.
wild. That's weird. You're a weirdo. And now your girlfriend knows. Now everyone knows you're a weirdo because you posted it to the internet.
Man who goes to strip club and leaves because there's so many fucking women there.
What's with all these women getting money?
I think I've made that exact joke.
I think you literally have.
I've made that exact joke.
But it's the same thing as like going on OnlyFans and getting like mad.
Yeah. Why won't you text
while you're
me?
jerking off and paying them money? You're getting mad that they're making money.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
It's weird.
Weird as hell. Solved. That was a good high five. God.
I just think this one's good. A good story.
Hell yeah, dude.
Am I the asshole for announcing our pregnancy at my brother's wedding after he proposed at mine?
Oh, so okay, we've already had 2 faux pas here. All right.
Yeah, revenge story.
Yeah.
My brother said he was going to propose at my wedding. I told him no.
Yeah, of course. Already.
I also love the way you write these.
Yeah, it's already like short,
shut.
straight to the point. Yeah.
That it was a day about myself and my wife, and we did not want any distractions.
Yeah, fair.
My mom lost her shit. She said that he wanted family he might not see again for a while to be a part of the proposal. I said, yeah.
Aren't most proposals like done just between the 2 people, and then you text everyone?
Sometimes
or
you have family there. Some people do that.
Weird.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
No, all right.
I said I did not give a shit, and that if he did it, I would have him kicked out. He did it, and my mom said if I tried kicking him out, she would leave too. And I just remember seething inside.
Yeah, because it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Jesus.
I agree, that's fucked up. My brother got married last weekend. Instead of a welcome to the family toast, I used the time to announce that we were expecting our first baby.
You know what? Baller. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I know it's not good, but like, come on.
Yeah.
The first stone. Sometimes someone throws a rock at you and you gotta throw a rock back. You know what I mean?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, fight fire with fire, honestly. My mom was upset, but my grandmother told her to sit down and shut up. We spent most of the reception talking to family we would not see again for a while about our coming baby.
Exactly, yeah.
My mom says I was an asshole for taking attention away from my brother on his wedding day. She got really mad when I reminded her.
What's this favoritism? Yeah.
Yeah, that she threatened to leave my wedding if I kicked him out after he proposed. I have the screen cap of the text messages.
Yeah, not an asshole. I'm fine with this.
Especially, you were a baller.
Yeah,
Yab.
Yeah, yeah.
You are a baller.
You are a baller, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, what the fuck's up with the mom? Like, being like, oh, yeah, totally cool when your brother does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just so crazy. Because, like, yeah, I've never... Like, oh, God. Anytime, like, something goes wrong at a wedding. I remember at one of the weddings we went to 2 years ago.
We don't know
world.
the genders of anyone other than the brother, I assume.
Yeah, but like, so like the when we went to a wedding a little while ago, there was a guy that showed up that wasn't like necessarily invited.
Oh yeah, kind of crashed the wedding.
Yeah, someone crashed the wedding, and that fucked everything up for a little bit. Yeah, and like it was not okay because like I think that guy like.
Well, he didn't only just show up. He showed up and then went to the bridal suite.
Yeah,
to like talk to the groom.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck is happening?
And it ended up he just claimed it was like an error, like he never got the invitation, or he did get it and then he just like forgot to RSVP.
I think RSVP, yeah, and that's why he wasn't.
And there were some people that weren't there, so he was able to get a seat or whatever. But like it was fucked up, and he like immediately like went backstage before they walked down the aisle.
Yeah, like walking over the red rope to the upstairs area.
Yeah, where it says
crazy.
"Do not enter."
Do not enter.
He just
private
fully was like,
engagement right now.
No, I'm a friend of the guy, so I'm just gonna go there.
Yeah, I know him.
It was crazy.
Yeah, so like little, like not even little, but like anything could go wrong. So the idea of like, because it's supposed to be a day about them, in that regard, it wasn't really about them, and that it was about that guy wanting to be in there. You know?
It proposes so public.
Yeah. I don't know, and that's the thing that freaked. Okay, because I feel like most proposals are usually just between the two people.
There are some people that do it.
That just feels weird to me. Like
our friends, a wedding that we went to, I think it was like, yeah, they had like a family outing to Disney, and then they had like a private part of it, but then they went and celebrated with the family.
Okay, I remember what that was.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it's like there was like a private moment, but then they went and celebrated with family immediately.
That's fair. That's different, I think. I
guess that's what his idea is like, we'll just do it publicly. I think public proposals personally are weird.
Yeah, I agree too. Yeah.
For me, I'm not judging anyone that does that.
No, I'm judging.
Okay, Josh is. But be mad at, if you are mad at that, be mad at Josh in the comments. Don't say, I can't believe you guys hate public proposals and you're hating on me specifically.
Well, I mean, I guess like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like you in this situation, you're making someone else's wedding about yourself by making about your proposal, right?
Yeah, both of them did.
Yeah, both of them did. However, you got there was payback because it's called karma for a reason.
I think it's great.
Like, I think
you're just a messy bitch in a messy family, and you're doing it right. You're doing
honestly,
it right.
The grandma being like, "Shut the fuck up," is awesome.
It's really indicative of how they all interact in the family, and I think it's funny as hell.
Just don't,
Top comments like, I want to hear more about your grandma.
Yeah, honestly.
Which I think is a funny comment because they're like, I want to hear more about that. Like, you're giving creative writing advice.
Yeah.
Develop the grandma character more.
You get a 300-page manuscript by the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy. Solved it, though.
Solved it, though.
Not the asshole.
Baller as hell.
Baller as hell, yeah.
Bah.
NTA, bah. Am I the asshole for agreeing to split a bill on a double date, which ended in my best friend being dumped?
Okay, how the fuck do those lead to each other, man?
Somehow.
Okay.
Hi, I, 22 female, am really unsure here. My best friend and roommate, 22 female, Amy, has been seeing a guy for 2 months. She really likes him. He seems to be going super well. Last night, she asked if I'd go along with a blind double date, i.e. her and the guy she's dating, me and one of his friends who is single and looking. I wasn't keen at first, but she insisted, so I agreed. We went to the restaurant, just a nice place in our area, and things seemed to be going fine. The friend she was setting me up with was cool, but I really am not looking right now and didn't feel any kind of spark. We get to the end of dinner and the bill comes. Amy chimes in and says, "Don't worry, our men have got this." To which I say back, no, I don't mind. We'd had 2 cocktails each, all 4 of us, and it wasn't a crazy expensive place, but not cheap. A bit of back and forth happened. Amy kept insisting it's always the gentlemen who pay, so I said something like, "You do you, I'm happy to split."
Okay.
The guys were saying that they would cover, but both seemed uncomfortable. They paid and then we all left. Amy and her boyfriend went back to his. I said goodnight to his friend and went home alone.
Okay.
Later, Amy texted saying her man is now contemplating the relationship because he doesn't want someone who always insists the men pay. She told me I ruined it by offering to split and should have sided with her and not make things worse. She's now saying he needs time and might not want to continue the relationship with her. Am I the asshole for this?
I feel like you're boxing me into a situation where I have to say this woman is crazy. But I've never met a woman that says this shit, though, in my life.
I wonder, though, because, like, I feel like...
Have you?
Because I feel like has it always been, like, okay, when it comes to paying the bill, here's how I think... It's a popular trope in media when someone says go Dutch and like to split it, you know, and
that
like
it's like a bad thing.
Yeah, or
that,
like
you're
it's
cheap
like
or something.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I don't think so. I think it's like it's really divorced from reality. Are you both poor or are you not? Like that's it. I've never dated anyone in the scope of richness that they will pay for my meal. I've never done that. I've always assumed if I'm going out and I'm ordering food, I better have money.
Yeah, to pay for it. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if people genuinely think like the other person's going to pay for it and then they don't bring money.
It's just different for each person.
Yeah.
I mean, I think OP did the right thing by being like, oh, you do you, I'll do me. I just want to fucking pay for my shit and leave. That's it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it's just that's not reality. I'm so sorry. You can't expect everyone to pay for you all the time.
Yeah. That's just wild to me, I guess.
I feel like most people think that. I don't know a person that would walk around and be like, the men always pay.
Men always pay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's,
you're playing with fire if you do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's, first of all, archaic, I feel like, in the way that, like, you have to, men need to be a provider all the time, like that traditional bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like I
know there are women out there that will go on dates just for a meal, but like I don't know how popular that is enough to care about it.
Yeah,
I don't really think it's that popular, honestly.
Nah, me neither.
I think it's a red flag if a man is like, if you just want to date me for a check, then fuck you, because I think you're innately predisposed to thinking that women are gold diggers, which is a misogynist.
Yeah, that's misogynist.
Now I know you're a misogynist.
But yeah, like
yeah.
Why would you fucking think that? That's funny.
Well, that's what I mean. That's like shit like this that I think is made to make men think that. And it's like, no, man. People are people.
Yeah.
Talk to them about it before you go out.
Yeah, I don't know why that conversation just wasn't had beforehand about paying. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing too, is I feel like most things can be solved with the conversation beforehand about payment. Because I know that money is always like a, fucking issue, I guess.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
If the dudes were cool with paying, they should have just paid.
Yeah.
I don't know why OP's friend
have
is
a
like
fight about it.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's weird.
Just weird.
That's why I don't know.
You think it's fake?
I do kind of think it's fake. It's one of those ones where it's
I can find another one that might not be as
women are being like overly crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, fuck women. Fuck them. All women want to eat 48 oysters and 2 lemon drops in a single sitting and have the man pay for it.
Yeah. Damn.
Which I'm like, listen, I'm from Atlanta and I love oysters. If you go to a fucking thing and it's like a fucking all you can eat oysters, I would be eating 48 oysters and 2 lemon drops. I would pay for myself. But like, I would fucking eat that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are you fucking everyone was like, oh, she ate a fuck ton of oysters.
Yeah, it was all you can eat.
Yes.
I would eat all the oysters.
That's cheap as hell for oysters. In Atlanta?
Fuck yeah. Sign my ass up. Yeah.
I would fucking eat that shit. Are you kidding me? 48 oysters? You're crazy, man.
Damn.
You're crazy if you wouldn't eat 48 oysters.
Damn.
What do you think about it?
I don't know. I guess I feel like, do people still think that? That's my question.
I'm sure there's some.
Yeah.
But I just don't like
think
obviously
it's that common anymore.
I just don't think it's an issue. Like if you go on a date with a woman and then she's like, men always pay, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Especially if that's a problem for you.
Yeah.
Like she wants a man that will always pay for her. If you don't want to do that, then you don't want to do that. It's fine.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. What's your goal if you want a man to pay for everything? You know what I mean? Like, don't you want a little bit of autonomy and like the ability to choose what you want to do? Yeah,
I think you could connect it to like a trad wife thing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know how much evidence I've seen to support that.
No, I get that.
It feels like when people on Twitter are like, fellas, do you always pay for the check just to get engagement?
Yeah,
because people are going to argue about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, just can we move on? move on from this stupid fucking question. It's on an interpersonal level. Like, talk to the person that you're dating
and
if
talk
they
about
want
money.
To,
yeah,
you know,
don't do it publicly in the restaurant as you get the check.
Like, yeah, okay, I could say OP's the asshole because she doesn't know girl code and she couldn't have just taken a free meal and chill the fuck out. I could say that OP's friend is the asshole because she's making it OP's problem for no damn reason. I could say that OP's friend's date is the asshole because fucking what? You were totally fine with paying for her meals up until now? And now you heard one woman be moderately reasonable and you're turning around and you have to rethink the whole relationship?
Yeah.
You signed up for this shit. I can't imagine that she's probably like going off on dates and being like, hey, I'm being reasonable now. Maybe we should split the check. And now all of a sudden you've realized that you've been paying for everything.
Your third eye was unlocked. Yeah.
And you're the asshole for just now realizing. I don't know. Fuck.
God.
I could say 5 million different things. Obviously, I think OP's friend is in the wrong. Yeah.
No, okay, yeah.
It's just weird. It's just a weird situation.
Yeah.
I don't believe that happened.
That happened.
I just personally don't believe it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair.
Yeah.
I really did not know what I was doing when I was picking all these. I was high. That's what happened.
You were high.
Oh my God, I was high. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just keep doing all the stories. I should not. Apology with here's what I got to do. Guys, I was really high when I picked these stories and I thought they were crazier than they were. All right, we just had a little break.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
We just ate food.
Yeah.
And you probably saw the entire thing.
Yeah, totally.
Because we recorded it and talked through it about our feelings on the podcast. So you probably saw the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Including the 3 minutes of absolute silence as I was just
when we fought that dragon.
Sandwich. Yeah, what a magical adventure we just had.
Yeah, it was really wonderful. Anyway, so now that we're back, I'm going to give my updated, now tell me full take on the Reddit post that Josh just did.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I don't even remember what it was.
I know
this happened 5 minutes ago.
The girl that says that men should always, whatever.
Yeah.
She's an asshole. Your friend is an asshole. What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. You started this.
I love it, though.
You started this one.
I love the deconstructing of the Reddit segment to be just nonsense. Your friend is the asshole for blaming you instead of the man for not paying. And you're a little bit the asshole for not just letting a man pay for you.
Damn,
that's
so
chaotic,
true.
Sarah. You're the asshole for not just letting a man pay.
Yeah.
And like shutting the fuck up. Regular Sarah is like, your friend's the asshole for trying to force people to pay when they don't want to pay.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with that. Solved it.
Ideally, everyone should be open to communication.
Yeah, and being able to split money and payments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're in Reddit and no one's real.
Yeah.
Nothing is real, so that's the good part. If you're mad about it, just remember, none of this is real.
Man, I really like the episode where they both had
I'm not even real. I'm not. Josh isn't real. We don't even exist in real life. It's all fake. Everything. We're all AI, actually, this whole time.
Okay, all right.
That's the true Sarah take that you should get mad about.
Starting over.
None of this is real at all. Put that in. You should.
We'll see how. I'll see how it goes.
I think
tomorrow.
It'll play well.
Yeah,
with the audience.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Am I the asshole for getting up and saying I don't like your attitude when my mom and another girl? When my mom said another. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Starting over.
All right. Okay. Okay. Am I the asshole for getting up and saying I don't like your attitude when my mom said another girl could have my clothes without my permission?
Oh, okay. Weird that your mom's just giving away your clothes.
Yeah,
to
it is
random
weird.
ass people.
Yeah, it's strange. Hi Reddit, this is my first post here, and mind you, this just happened. Parentheses, I'm currently crying while writing this. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, yeah.
For context, I, 20 female, always had clothes that were given to me by others. That really saved my mom, 40 female, when I was younger, and even when older, I never mind having other people's clothes nor giving mine away, but this time it was different. My mom has a goddaughter, 17 female, that I always gave my clothes away to, and I'm friends with her, and because we have a lot in common and she has my body type, my clothes always fit her. Earlier today, my mom saw my old denim vests and asks if I would give them away to her goddaughter. I said she doesn't have the drip to wear these.
It's too swag, dude.
And I thought she understood because she didn't ask again. The day passed almost too smoothly. At dinner time, the family of her goddaughter came to dine with us and everything was fine, until my mom called her to go into the room and asked her if she liked my clothes and proceeded to put my favorite denim vest on the girl and said she could keep it.
Oh my God.
I snapped. I got up, looked straight at my mom and said, I don't like your attitude.
Why is that what you said? Like, wait.
Why I chose this? Like, what the fuck?
Like, look, you're not the
Everything
asshole.
you've said is crazy.
Like, I don't
Just
like your attitude.
Adult word.
Yeah, what?
Describe your feelings clearly.
Did she say at some point to you, I don't like your attitude about, like, the clothes? Because it seems like you're into the, like, thrifting or whatever.
What? Okay, she went, what? And I repeated and said I don't give her permission to do so. The girl took off my clothes and gave it to me with an awkward smile. I entered the room where my mom was, and she said I humiliated her in front of everyone.
You said no to her before, so I don't know, but I guess you shouldn't understand that. For some reason.
I told her it wasn't right to just give my things away, and she proceeded to tell me she expected me to use those denim vests every day from now on as a punishment.
What?
Then she got out of the room and everyone acted.
Are you sure you love that shirt? Marry it. Right now. Y'all wear it every day or else you don't actually enjoy wearing it.
Then she got out of the room and everyone acted as if nothing happened. They left our house and my mom didn't talk to me until my dad brought everything up and gave his speech about respect and how he was sad about how I handled the situation. He was already late for work and said he expected us both to apologize to each other. I told my mother how much these clothes meant to me, how they were my style, my mark back in the day. She doesn't get it. She argued that I don't use them anymore and how they don't fit me. A common topic nowadays about my weight. I don't have to tell you the whole thing. You get it. I just started crying and she left the room saying, I'm done. This is not the first time you've embarrassed me in front of others.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Another whole different story that I already apologized for. And I left it alone and I will from now on. I don't care anymore. I treated you right. I cared about you and that's what I receive. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck?
My brother tried to stay with me and understand me, but my dad didn't let him, so I had no option but to talk about it with my boyfriend. And she's there on the kitchen talking with my brother like I don't exist. My boyfriend says I should get another job and be gone from home more often or just move in with him. He knows a lot of what I've been going through. He's my light, actually. I can't face her. I can't afford the courage to apologize now. I don't know what to think or do anymore.
Jesus.
The way your family operates is weird.
Yeah, that's not okay. That was okay. I was a little bit like,
the whole thing is strange.
Yeah, but like, you're not the asshole in this, of course, because why? Okay. You
phrase things weird, but I respect it.
Whatever. Yeah, we all say things weirdly sometimes. And like, I don't know, like an emotion of like, when you're like in that emotional state, it makes sense to not.
I just think there should be more weird people on the planet.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's like, that's just so crazy that she was like, how fucking dare you embarrass me in front of everyone when she's the one that didn't even listen to you in the first place.
And why are you as a mother getting embarrassed by your daughter?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a skill issue.
Really? What else puts the onus on everyone besides her to, fucking...
Yeah, like what?
That's just weird.
Like,
that's
chill
just
out.
like, yeah, chill out.
You know?
Like, why can't you admit you made a mistake? Just admit you made a mistake.
She probably doesn't want to. That's
yeah.
No, you have to make up some weird politeness rule. To
well, you can't embarrass me.
You can't go against your mother when there are other people around.
It's stupid. Fuck
it's
that.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Don't give her my shit. She doesn't have the drip for these denim vests. Excuse me. I would never let anyone wear denim vests if they don't have drip.
Yeah,
they're mine. I'm the only one who can wear these to their full potential.
Yeah.
And I will not give them to a commoner.
And then your mom's like, well, actually, you're a fat fuck, apparently, like talking about her weight.
Which that would be different, you know?
But like...
apparently she said that, but yeah.
So like...
That's crazy. Like, just say that if that's what you think.
If you actually believe it.
Don't turn around and do the guilt trip where you're like, you humiliated me in front
of everyone. And it's like,
grow
up. Come on. You're
Chill
a 40-year-old
woman.
You're
40 years old.
Calm on,
down.
dude.
If it's about the, like, you need to, give away your clothes that you don't wear anymore. Also, like, trying to tell a 20-year-old that she has to wear denim vests every day.
That's crazy.
Because you won't just give her shit away.
Yeah, like...
Because you can't give her shit away.
Keep a few things if they mean something to you. Like, you know...
It's her shit.
It's her shit, yeah. What are you... Yeah.
I think you're weird, man.
It's just weird,
I'm sorry. If you're an adult and you're like, I paid for that when you were 12, and now I
get
own
to do
it.
whatever I want with it.
Now that you're 25, you're in a weird power struggle with a teenager.
Yeah.
With a 19-year-old, with a 20-year-old. You're in a weird power struggle with your own kid.
Yeah, where it's like anything I ever bought
nothing.
you, the clothes on your back, if you're going to leave the house, you got to leave the clothes with me.
I went to Old Navy and I paid $12 for those jean vests.
Oh, really? Wow, dude.
And I did that in 2003, and that means that I own it. That's my money. That's my $12 that I piss away on Netflix every month. Who gives a fuck? Let her have her damn jean vest.
Yeah.
It's weird that you're making this a problem.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be any problem at all.
And then your dad makes a speech? Who are these people? Do they think they're politicians?
Theater kids.
You fucked and you had babies. That's it. Like, you do what everyone else in the world does.
Yeah, you're not special.
You're not special. Everyone does it.
Take it as someone who's not special. You're not special.
Jesus Christ.
So crazy.
Hey, your daughter have a jean vest. She's 20 years old.
Yeah, goddamn.
Let her make her own fashion mistakes.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. If you're staple, as a person whose staple of style was a velvet fedora in middle school, if your staple is a jean vest, we committed the same fashion crimes.
You can rock a jean vest. I think there's ways to do it.
Punk.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only way.
Yeah, well, this person's a punk. You're making fun of a punk person, dude. You fucking monster.
I will make fun of anyone I please on my podcast. I will make fun of anyone I please.
All right, that's fair. Solved it.
Get your own damn podcast if you want to make fun of people.
Next story.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for telling a coworker to shut up and stop whistling? I feel like I've been burned. I feel like all these had great titles and then they all sucked.
I know, they all sucked balls.
And now I feel I'm really betting on this one being
this is what I'm saying. If you're making fake Reddit stories or whatever,
put a little bit more effort in.
Can you work on it? Like, Jesus.
All right.
Put some sauce in there.
I, 27 male, work at Costco, and in my department, we can listen to music as we work. We recently got a new person, the Whistler. Both.
I'm so sorry. If you're trying to make fun of him, you're not doing a good job.
The Whistler.
That's a baller ass name.
By the way, yeah, literally titled, caps in the first letters. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And every time, by the way, this name will come up multiple times, and it will be capitalized all times. Don't worry. The good, the bad, the Whistler.
Yeah.
We recently got a new person, the Whistler, in our department through the process of cross-training. When the Whistler first entered the department, he began whistling to the music, and at first it wasn't bad. After a few days, it got annoying, but seeing that it bothered one of the most annoying coworkers that always complained was worth hearing the whistling since it bothered the other coworker so much more.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 3 weeks and I am at my wit's end. He is whistling to every period, single period, song period.
Yeah, that's a talent.
Even if the Whistler doesn't know the song, he will listen for a bit to get the beat or will whistle to the chorus of the song.
Oh.
He's talented. He's a talented individual.
Man.
Yeah. He has dreams of getting out of there.
Yeah.
My supervisor has made comments about the whistling while we work, but we believe he either doesn't hear him, thinks we're just joking about the comments, or is just doing it on purpose. I finally broke and told him to shut the fuck up and stop whistling. It kind of got quiet for a little bit, just the music going and machines working. I agree. I probably should have been more professional about it all, especially since the guy won't be in our department much longer. And I'm asking other coworkers what they think and if I went too far or not. They didn't think I did anything truly wrong, but I still feel kind of guilty. So am I the asshole? Info, multiple ages in the department ranging from 20 to 63. Only age I know for sure is my own.
I get that. Capitalism is the asshole.
Yeah.
For forcing you to turn on your fellow man.
Just likes whistling.
He just likes whistling.
He just likes fucking
whistling. And you
whistling.
know what? When nuclear fallout happens and there's no more music anymore, you're gonna fucking wish that you had the whistler
on your motherfucking companion as your side. Yeah.
You're gonna be like, wait, how did that Charlie Puth song go? Fuck, I don't remember.
The whistler
if only I
knows.
had the whistler. The whistler knows.
That's
the
so,
shadow knows.
I really... Okay, I used to work at a place where we could listen to music. I wouldn't whistle personally, but I never got bothered when people like played music out loud or like...
I can understand.
Maybe, but I can understand people being bothered by it.
Yeah. Yeah. You should be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
But like, you're wrong. You're mad at the wrong guy.
Yeah.
They encourage you to listen to music while you work.
Yeah. And someone's putting music on, I guess, somewhere, like I guess out loud for everyone to hear, and he's just whistling along with it. I think that's, I don't know. I think it's okay to do that, but also I'm an artiste. And
I'm an artiste.
I don't know. I think it's kind of you know, you kind of made me wish like I want to know this person.
I know.
If you can
you
get
made
a
him
tune,
sound really cool. Is the problem?
The whistler.
The whistler. You made it. You really got to work on making fun of people.
Yeah. Call him Whistle Boy. Would Whistle Boy be worse? I think, yeah, maybe.
Like from Sick Animations?
I guess, yeah. Or like, what's a disparaging way to call someone that whistles? But that's like their gimmick. So how do you make fun of them?
Tweety Bird.
Tweety Bird. There you go. See, because yeah, now you're like
you fucking Tweety Bird.
There you go.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's also kind of cool though.
But yeah, it's still like you can get the Tweety Bird with like the
gangster Tweety Bird. Yeah.
Damn it! I don't think there's a way.
I know.
God damn it! Fuck. Whistling's cool, actually.
That's how to be cool, kids. You just gotta learn a skill.
Yeah.
Any skill at all. I can't whistle.
I can barely whistle. Yeah. I think if you can learn a skill and it like if you somehow have like perfect pitch but for whistling,
that's baller.
That is kind of cool.
Sounds dope.
And he's just having
shit.
fun at work, and he's also not going to be there for long apparently.
Yeah, that was the part where I was like, okay, you're a little bit the asshole.
It's like if you had to deal with him for like the rest of your life, I would also, but also like the way you did it was still shitty.
And like you had already talked to him, and he just kind of kept doing it. He's kind of a dick for that.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
But it also kind of sounds like the whistler doesn't give a fuck.
The whistler bows down to no man, no god.
Fuck, he's so cool.
Dude, fucking 6-part mini HBO docuseries on the whistler, like or like a Westworld-esque like.
Yeah.
Story about the whistler.
I can't wait for the like the whistler is the asshole. You should care about your surroundings. Like, yeah, we all know, man. We all know this.
However, counter argument.
You're stating the obvious. Listen, of course he's the asshole. He shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, but okay.
But think about how cool he would be if he had a black cowboy hat. And he walked in, he was constantly whistling all the time.
Oh, dude in a black cowboy hat with the
and
Costco arch.
Yeah.
Like that arch or like whatever it's called, the oversuit. It'd be so cool.
It'd be so cool.
And he has the spurs on his boots too.
Yeah, so you know when he's coming.
And he also now he's coming from the whistling.
From the whistling.
While you're like listening to like Carly Rae Jepsen. He's just doing the sax part.
Let us have fun.
Let him have fun. Let him have fun.
Let
the whistler have fun. Let
people have fun. Jesus Christ. It's cool to whistle.
It's cool to whistle.
It's fun to clap. It's cool to whistle. Holy shit.
We're losing our damn minds.
It's fun to make the Age of Empires New Villager sound when your wife is giving birth. I'm tired of staying silent about it.
Sarah's entering her Joker arc.
I'm getting Joker pilled right now. It's fun and cool to be weird.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's awesome to make a spreadsheet about when you think your wife
hold on.
is
Pump the brakes.
fucking the mailman.
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
I just think that's so funny. Imagine being like, and then you were over at this man's house for 3 hours and you came back and your heart rate was elevated by
like
30 beats per minute.
Yeah.
What were you doing
that
over
sounds
there?
like a twisted game changer episode.
I think someone's got to direct a porn and that watches this show.
Yeah. Hey, if you
make a guy
you guys
that's a cuckold that he makes a spreadsheet for the mailman. Do that.
If you do that, send it to us afterwards, and we'll talk about it on the show.
Or don't, and we'll find it. I guess.
How are we gonna find it?
By watching porn.
Googling everyday mailman cuck.
Mailman cuckold porn. Yeah, every day. In Google. Every day in Google.
Then
until Google gets concerned and is like, why are you Googling mailman cuckold porn every day?
Contact at APWSTR.com. We'll fund your your mailman cuckold.
I will not fund your mail cuckold porn. I will not fund a porno while I owe money to the IRS.
I will.
That's a terrible financial decision. Okay, fine. Yeah,
okay.
Put that on the internet forever.
That's not going in.
Definitely do that. Am I the asshole for quote unquote overreacting to my nephew's behavior at my wedding?
Okay. How old's the nephew? Wait.
11.
What an asshole.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
Being a kid.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just do a childless wedding? Okay, whatever.
You literally have just described the entire post.
Yeah,
that's all that this is.
I'm so good at this that I can see into the future and know exactly what questions to ask.
Yeah.
Cool.
I, 25 female, got married to my husband John, 25 male, last week, and I are both really close to our families, and we invited all of our siblings, nieces, nephews, etc. I enjoyed my special day, but I had some issues with how my nephew Blaze, 11 male, acted. Why do you gotta make him sound so cool?
The Whistler, Blaze.
I can't be mad at Blaze.
Dude, is he smoking the ganj while you're... Dude. Yeah.
Being cool as shit.
Yeah.
Our nephew's being too cool at our wedding.
Skateboarded in with the tux and like no sweat on him at all. Yeah.
You don't even know where he got it.
He takes the hat off and he like combs his hair into the perfect like.
He hits the jukebox.
Yeah,
that goes his head.
He's a greaser. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like, Blaze, are those cigarettes? Sunglasses inside.
God. Okay.
Blaze is one of my sister Jenna's 31 female kids. Issues with Blaze's behavior started to arise pretty quickly. Blaze was not able to sit still during the ceremony, and while we were exchanging vows, I saw him tapping his foot, tapping his fingers
so he's got ADHD
on the chair and other fidgeting around. Blaze,
so he's not neurotypical.
Blaze is always fidgeted, so you should have fucking known. And I asked Jenna in advance to make sure he wouldn't, and she said she'd do the best she could. Hey, can you fucking kill your kid before you go to this wedding?
Hey, can you just
I want him to just be like basically a mannequin.
Yeah, can you sedate him actually? That'd be great.
Can you please tie him to a chair
and just make sure he can't. He's tapping his. Who fucking cares?
Your
wedding's
so
ruined by someone tapping
in your
foot.
husband that you're looking into the audience and honing in on an 11-year-old boy who's tapping his foot.
Yeah. So okay, on the scale. So we've done 2 wedding stories now. On the scale of bullshit, one's proposing at your own wedding, and
the other one's tapping your foot in the audience.
In the audience. How loud is the like? Is it actually loud?
It's like Winston from New Girl with the sketches. Not sketches.
Yeah.
Where are they? Pranks. Where he's like, let's light her car on fire. Or like, let's pour some water near her shoe.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah, it's god damn, dude.
We also had a trivia game we found in the thrift store about babies. It was meant for baby showers, but we played it at our wedding. And Blaze is the weird one. While we aren't expecting kids yet, we thought it would be a fun game. Blaze knows a lot of random stuff, and he ended up winning the game.
What an asshole.
After the wedding, a few guests told me they were upset as they felt Blaze embarrassed them in front of their kids by knowing more about child development than them.
What?
So everyone's beefing with this kid.
This obviously ADHD riddled kid that knows everything.
Riddled,
yeah. It's like
Jesus.
It's just like listen, I'm relating more to Blaze than anyone else in this fucking story.
That's why I chose this
ADHD brain right here.
I was like, oh, Blaze is just awesome.
Yeah, Blaze is
too
cool
for your fucking wedding.
He got the cool version of ADHD at that moment where he was able to know a bunch of stuff.
Knowing everything and having energy.
Yeah.
My final straw was when it my final straw was when it as time to eat. I went to see my Jenna and I saw Blaze just sitting there with some family talking about his basketball team. That fuck.
An asshole.
I told him
talking with family at a
about
wedding.
Basketball? And it's not about me.
What a fucking weird horseshoe we've entered where you could both care too much and too little about
yeah, I know,
wow,
right?
God damn.
Yeah, for real. I told him he could get up and get some food, and he came back with chicken tenders, fries, coleslaw, and a loaded baked potato. I asked why he didn't get anything else, and he said none of the other food looked appetizing.
That's fine. Yeah, it says you're eating food at a wedding. You're not gonna grab all the food.
That's so real. Yeah, that's
what the
so
fuck,
true.
dude? I went to 3 goddamn weddings in a year. I didn't eat every single thing on the plate.
Of course not. What the fuck?
Because also don't like some weddings, like when you pick the protein, like you have to pick the protein earlier, and like
I guess he's saying like he didn't get any vegetables.
And
I don't know. It's not your kid.
Jesus
You need
Christ,
to chill
woman.
out. Blaze is a picky eater, and I encouraged him to try some other foods, and he did, but he spit them out and said they were bad. Baller.
Same.
Saying what we're all afraid to say at a wedding. The food is bad.
It's gonna make you shit, dude.
It's gonna
like,
make you shit real bad. I've been texting Jenna this past week about Blaze's behavior. A whole week of bullshit.
Calm down. Calm your
Can you
fucking
not be the most insufferable
down,
person?
please.
She said she tried her best to get him to behave, but it was his first wedding and to be easy on him. This is despite the fact her younger kids had no issues. I was talking to John about this, and he said to let this go and told me I was overreacting. He said we knew Blaze was a bit odd and that I didn't want him acting so odd. I shouldn't have invited him. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, you should have had a child-free wedding if you really didn't want any kids there.
He was also extremely well behaved, and you're just picking on a kid for no reason.
I wonder what the reason is, though. It can't be because of the
He's
neurodivergent like behaviors that I also do, and I feel like I've been judged for you fucking
when I was 11.
Yeah, when I was 11 years old.
It's personal, honestly. But this is my favorite comment.
Yeah.
You're the asshole. For an 11-year-old, Blaze was extremely well behaved. Tapping one's fingers and fidgeting is not disruptive behavior. It is as good as it gets for an 11-year-old.
Yeah, it could be way fucking worse.
Yeah. As far as the trivia game, if your guests didn't want to lose, they shouldn't have played.
You know?
Baller.
Dab on them.
Baller. Dab on them.
Yeah, because, it's a fucking trivia game. If someone knows a lot more shit, they're going to win.
Yeah, as long as Blaze didn't cheat, he didn't do anything wrong. It's not his fault that your guests have fragile egos.
He cheated by having ADHD, dude.
By being a genius at child development.
Yeah.
And then the food. How does it hurt you in the least what Blaze chose to eat? He's very quietly got what he wanted and was going to eat when you wandered up and passed judgment on his choices. Based on your examples, Blaze was an extremely well-behaved 11-year-old. You, however, were a nightmare. I think you are in for a rude awakening if you and your husband ever decide to have children. You are very much overreacting to the situation. At least you owe your sister an apology for your abominable behavior towards her son, especially if you want to keep a relationship with her. That's a little too far. But I mean, she should apologize too.
For sure,
just on the principle.
God, just bullying an 11-year-old for not being completely still.
And also, is like, I'm sure the other kids are doing similar things.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you're just singling out this kid.
Preoccupation. Yeah,
that's you're a weirdo.
You're weird.
You're a freak loser that has nothing else going on.
Yeah,
this wedding will be the highlight of your life, and you will die alone. Like what? Like Jesus.
Okay.
If your heart's not open to love and change, why do you expect anyone to love you? You know, like.
fucking straight facts.
I'm sorry. Like, you're being a dick to an 11-year-old. You're bullying an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, for tapping his fingers.
Yeah, you're a loser.
You're a fucking loser.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect myself to like really defend a kid today, but yeah, that's where I'm at.
You know, and for doing kid shit too.
Yeah, for like doing.
He played a game and he tapped his fingies.
Fucking
and
who
then
cares?
he ate chicken tenders. Big shock. 11-year-old only wants to eat chicken tenders. Who fucking knew, man?
Oh, sorry. This was actually Jamie Oliver's second wedding, and she.
But do you know what's in those chicken tenders?
Do you know what's in those chicken tenders? Yeah, delicious fucking food. That's
delicious shit.
Yeah.
Did you know that you could make your own for less than whatever? And I'm fucking lying, actually.
What? Like, I don't get a piece of shit that hates children. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it.
People hate kids, dude. I don't get it. I don't want kids,
listen,
but I don't hate kids.
But I don't hate them. Yeah, like it's yeah. I think kids can be good. Actually, I think they're adults in formation. It's up to you to like make them well-rounded people. If you're a parent,
it's really easy, and I think we've all forgotten this. It's just in the recent culture.
Yeah,
it's really easy to not be hateful.
No, really?
It's super fucking easy. It's actually way more chill.
Yeah.
If you just don't fucking spread hateful shit.
Yeah. Then you try to like actually.
You might have a blind spot or whatever.
No, yeah, my blind spot is assholes. That's who I.
Yeah.
That's who I hate.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's a lot of shit like you know, I've never been pregnant, so I don't know how that lady feels with the Age of Empires sound being said as she, you know, whatever. I have no idea, and I have a different take on it than someone who has been pregnant and been through that and probably maybe agrees with her or doesn't. Yeah, you know. But like, I don't hate anyone in any of these Reddit stories.
Yeah, very rarely.
Other than the child bullier.
The child bulliers.
Yeah.
How old was she again?
She's like 25. Can you believe that?
That's too old.
Yeah, 25.
That's too old to be bullying an 11-year-old.
That's way too old.
14 years younger than you.
How do you not know that children like chicken tenders and want to run around?
You're closer to, being a fucking kid than your sister. Yeah.
I was a pretty sedentary kid, but I was at least around kids that run around.
Yeah.
I thought I was weird for not running around.
Honestly, no, I get that. Yeah. That's crazy. What an asshole.
It's just you're insane.
Loser. This kid was fucking just tapping. Like, who cares? Like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
He's
like,
figuring. He's figuring himself out.
I fidget all the fucking time on this podcast. Like, still, yeah. Like, I'll tap my feet.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, I'll fucking do, you know. Yeah, it's, who cares? Fidgeting's fine. It's fine to fidget.
I don't get it.
Solved it. I don't. Dude, my fucking head is killing me.
Why do we do this?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because the people want it and they need it.
People want it and they love it.
We help people grow as people.
Oh, man.
We're doing a service. Okay.
If this one doesn't get 1,000 likes, then we're taking it down. You gotta like this one 1,000 times.
Yeah. Okay. Last story of the night.
Dislike it 5,000 times.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me likes and dislikes. Do
Engagement.
Yeah.
All right. Final story. Simple one.
Okay.
All right. Simple. We don't need to worry.
Okay, great.
We don't need to cry.
So fucked up by the end of this podcast.
So tired. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to make pizzas for everyone at my sister's graduation party?
Yes, pizzas for everyone forever. Everyone should get pizzas. I don't care if you have a lack of resources. Everyone deserves pizzas. It's ridiculous. And you should fall over into your grave for not giving everyone pizzas. My name is reddituser.com and you should go give everyone pizza. How dare you not give everyone pizza, you bitch?
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to make pizzas for everyone at my sister's graduation party?
It's your sister's graduation. You didn't make everyone pizzas?
You asshole.
You asshole. How dare you?
I, male 20, have went to culinary school and have been working in professional kitchens since I was 18. Even though I'm an adult, since I'm the youngest child in my family and one of the youngest relatives in general, a lot of the time it's difficult for me to get my relatives to take me seriously or keep me in the loop about things.
I feel you, sister.
I've never felt this before. I attended my sister's... I'm sorry.
I always get respect. My name is Joshua Chinlin.
I attended my sister's graduation earlier today, and right after I carpooled home with my mom, I attended my sister's graduation earlier today, and right after I carpooled home with my mom. It isn't until while we were in the car, driving to my mom's house for the graduation party, that I was told that I was supposed to make pizza for everyone at the party.
Oh, you bitch. You didn't even read my mind about you making everyone pizza.
Asshole, you weren't a mind reader.
Yeah.
I've made pizza for my family before, not because anybody asked me to, purely just because I wanted to.
Well, your mistake. Now it's your job, pizza maker.
You're a
Get
pizza
to
boy.
making the pizzas.
Pizza boy, yeah. The pizza maker.
You're a marinara pizza boy.
The thing that is frustrating me more than anything is multiple people knew about this ahead of time,
Really?
but they decided to tell the person that's actually responsible for making them last minute.
Oh, good.
On top of the fact that my family is massive, there's most likely going to end up being 14 or 15 people at this party. If you aren't that into cooking, you might not understand how much of a grueling process making pizza from scratch is. Between making the dough, sauce, and actually cooking them, it is a process that I need to be let known of multiple days ahead of time so I get everything ready. I told them that I was sick of being kept out of the loop and not treated like an adult by everyone in my family.
Real.
And yet everyone still relies on me constantly to cook for everyone every time there's a family event. I told them that I will not be making pizzas today, and if anyone wants anything from me, I won't do it unless I am completely kept in the loop of what's going on and told about things multiple days ahead of time.
Yep.
I feel bad for my sister because she was very excited to try my homemade pizza, but I had to explain to her why it wasn't going to happen and told her that I can make one for her later in the week as an extra graduation present.
Okay.
My parents think I'm just being petty and just not making them because I am just being lazy. I really don't think I'm the asshole here. That's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah, you're not the asshole. I was going to be like, obviously you're not the asshole for not making everyone pizzas, but your parents sound like they're gaslighting you.
Yeah, into thinking, you always knew that we were going to make pizzas.
You're just being petty.
You're just being petty and jealous of your sister graduating.
For not being my personal pan pizza slave.
Dude, you have to make pizzas for 15 people?
Dude, those people
That sounds like a nightmare. Sadly, yeah.
They think a person can make 15 pizzas in a night while the shit is going on.
Even if you ordered from like a pizza place,
it would take like 2 hours.
Yeah, to get 15 pizzas.
That's crazy.
On conveyor belts with automated machines.
Yeah.
You're telling a guy that works in professional kitchens to make homemade hand pizzas in a one oven. That you have to
insane.
You're a crazy.
You're an insane
You don't
person.
know how cooking works.
And the only way you've made it this far is you found another person who's just as insane as you, and you married them.
Yeah.
Like, there are couples out there that really just go out and then they're like, this guy, I keyed this guy's car and now he wants to sue me. Isn't that crazy, honey? That is crazy. Fuck that guy. We're gonna go kill him. Like, that's wild, man.
And then you have the sex and you have a kid. You have multiple kids, and one of them is a cook.
Like, hey,
now.
maybe this is crazy. And then they're like, no, we keep people's cars and then we kill them.
Yeah,
that's what family is about.
All about. And if you don't, are we gonna have to key your car?
You
know what happens after that? Yeah.
Huh? You wouldn't like that now, would you?
Great, dude.
That's crazy,
I don't
man.
think that's ever happened to me, thankfully, but I definitely get the vibe of like when I'm not kept in the loop of a lot of things. And
this
like
exact thing definitely has happened to both of us.
Yeah.
What are you fucking talking about?
Like, yeah, I'm the youngest, and like for a while, like living at home, I didn't know anything, and I would only get stuff for like my mom or something.
Every time we go over to your parents, they got some new shit going on
and
that
it's
we
like,
don't
I didn't know what the
anything
fuck was
about.
going. Yeah, you could have texted me this.
Yeah.
And no, it never happens.
The good thing is no one's been upfront if they're angry at me for not doing things. I know many times your mom has been like, here's a new thing that I want you to work on.
Yeah.
You know? And then I just don't fucking do it. But she's never been like, I'm mad at you for not doing it.
Yeah, it's like...
She kind of knows, which I think that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, a mutual agreement that you're going to tell me to do something, but I'm not going to do it.
Now, if in like 2 months I go over there and she's like blowing up at me because I haven't done all this shit that she demands me to do.
Yeah, without any updates.
That's when I get upset. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy to like, you tell literally everyone besides the person that's going to make the pizzas.
Yeah, it's not efficient.
It doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Is there not like, even I have like group chats, like where it could be like,
just like, I mean, I just don't get people that don't plan like that.
Yeah, like
they just make shit up in their brain
for things.
And then they gotta
things don't just happen at the snap of a finger, you know, like
the only other thing I can think is like maybe they didn't realize the pizza would be that expensive. Like they, you know, like promised everyone pizza and then last minute they were like, oh shit, I can't pay for Papa John's or something. So I'm just going to make her do it. I wonder, because that's the only way I can think of that's cool, but like also it's a very easily plannable thing.
Yeah, that's last second, and also like that clearly it wasn't a last second thing because everyone knew you were gonna make pizzas except you, which is wild to me, dude. If like it'd be like if I went to like my parents' house and like everyone was there. There was one time I offered to make mac and cheese for everyone and I did it, but like if I went back there and everyone was there and they were like, "All right, Josh, you're making the mac and cheese, right?"
That is, you saying this like it wouldn't happen? It absolutely could happen.
No, it could. Yeah. It's just like
your mom specifically did this to me about the baby shower.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Where she was like, "So you're just gonna bake something now," and then I just fucking didn't do it, and I'm waiting for someone to get mad at me about it. I don't think they will. I brought cookies. I bought cookies and I brought them.
Yeah, that was yeah. Thank God we did. Yeah.
There you go. That was your shit. 12 cookies. For like 50 people at a baby shower.
Y'all figure it out.
The thing I don't like about it though is sometimes it makes me feel like I'm a piece of shit. Like, you know, there's I've failed at this task that's been given to me.
Yeah.
Which that's the shitty part of it. But I'm just kind of deciding not to take it personally.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And then when someone's like, "You're a piece of shit because you don't fulfill your promises," that's when I can Uno reverse and be like, "I never agreed."
Yeah, I never agreed. You just told me to do it.
You just gotta tell me to do shit.
You enabled my trap card. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's wild, man. That's just, I don't know, man. Why is it about young kids, like the young ones? Everyone's like,
people just not being in the loop. You gotta tell them if you want them to do something.
I mean, them. You gotta tell them.
You gotta tell us.
Someone else, not me.
Young people as a whole.
Yeah, young people. Yeah, exactly. Not me. Just young people in whole.
In whole?
WHOL. E.
Whale? WHOL.
E. I'm fucking out of it. I'm sorry. Well,
stand your ground, though. If they get mad at you, they're a dick.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah. God, solved it, though. Solved it. And that's our show. We did it.
Woo!
So I can't wait for this one to not go out. Sarah, what do you want to plug?
Yeah, fucking That's So Herein, THATSOHERON on all social medias.
I'm Joshua Chinland on most things. I got a nickname JC on Twitch. I might stream this week. We'll see. And I know I keep saying I will, but go follow and prime sub and support the podcast that way.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, share this podcast with everyone you know, and don't forget to raise 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts.
Put it in the comments if you think this one sucked dick.
Yeah, please do. And
I can't fucking believe you guys would post this.
Yeah.
Do that.
I'll do that, yeah. It's going to be a 10-minute long podcast.
I love podcasting, and then that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check us out on Patreon and buy me coffee at those websites /APWSTR. Go check out Straight Over Coffee, buy our coffee line. Palestinian Links are still down in the description. Keep on fighting for that.
Yeah.
Distributed Computing's down in the description as well.
Mm-hmm.
A podcast will save this on Instagram, APWSTR on TikTok. A podcast saves relationship on all podcasting platforms, and APWSTR Productions on YouTube. Also check out APWSTR Gaming. I think this week when this podcast goes out, it'll be the Life is Strange. Yeah. So yeah, go check that out.
It's pretty cool.
We got 16 hours of Life is Strange playthrough, so go fucking watch it.
Do it. It's really good.
But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night, whatever you happen to be in.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, outro.
So is this one really? Are we doing this?
I don't know.
Really?
Okay, here's what we'll do.
Yeah, what's up?
Depending on what happens, I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, edit it.
I'll edit it down. I'll see what we're at. I'll see if it's good.
If it's bad, can you just post it to Patreon, I guess?
Yeah, Patreon exclusive. This one wasn't good enough for the masses. This is this only
one's just not very good.
Yeah, and you guys paid for not very good content, right? So
and then you can @Watcher and say that we're putting it behind a paywall.
$6 a month to watch our shitty content. We weren't supposed to bring that up.
Who fucking cares?
Those fucking morons.
Those fucking morons. I feel like we really got into the comedy near the end.
Yeah, right at the end we got it. Yeah. We just needed to eat.
We just needed to eat to be funny.